Hello! Welcome, 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 everybody! Hey there, Bulbasaur. Welcome, welcome. Lovely to see you. We are back, finally, for some more Pokemon Shield here with, the Foreverlocke Challenge. Very, very exciting stuff. It has been a minute, just due to all that's been going on. I had some crazy internet issues this week. I had some crazy, like actual hardware issues with my computer this week, so like that's why there's been a little bit of a gap since the last time that we played. But it's okay because it's all resolved now, and we're here and ready to jump back in for some more fun times. Apex Gyro, hello, welcome, lovely to see you. Um, so yeah, we're here. It's been a little bit, like I said, but let's take a quick little recap on our team here. Um, we're doing pretty good. Everyone's up to level 54, which is more than adequate, at least certainly for the first Pokemon League challenges. We should actually be a little bit over leveled for that first portion, which makes me feel that like we could probably get through the rest of it like okay. Apex Gyro says, "How are you?" I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I'm excited to. I've had a little bit of a gap since the last time I played Pokemon Shield, and I've been really looking forward to it. So I'm very excited. I'm very excited to get back into it. So that's how I'm doing. How are you doing, Apex Gyro? But yeah, so let's take a quick look here. So we got Eviolite on Linoon, Leftovers on Raichu, Eviolite on Marianne, of course. We have Scopelins on Drumroll, Expert Belt on Freeze, and of course the Everstone on good old Billy. But yeah, let's take a quick little look at their move sets. Nothing much has changed really. I think I pretty much left every move set exactly the same. So yeah, we have Dig, Retaliate, Night Slash, and Counter on Light Midnight. I feel like I want to get rid of Counter for something, but I'm not sure what yet, so I don't know. I'll figure it out later. We have How here, the Raichu, with Thunderbolt, Psyshock, Psychic, and Thunder Wave. Apex Gyro's doing good. Happy to hear that. Happy to hear that. Yeah, Thunderbolt, Psyshock, Psychic, and Thunder Wave. Really good set. Like that. Like that a lot. We have Marianne here with Bite, Poison Jab, Toxic Spikes, and Liquidations. Honestly, I think I'm probably going to use Toxic Spikes for the Pokemon League. I haven't used it a whole lot up until this point, but I actually kind of want to, so I'm probably going to do that. Apex Star says, "What's the Foreverlocke? Can you explain if you don't mind?" Yeah, no, I don't mind at all. So it's the Foreverlocke challenge is this long-term Pokemon challenge that I came up with. It's basically I'm trying to get an entire living Pokedex, or like basically the entire national Pokedex's worth of Pokemon. I'm trying to essentially beat all of the games. Excuse me, I can't talk. I'm trying to beat all the games, become the champion, that sort of thing. But I can only add Pokemon to this collection of like National Pokedex Pokemon if they survive a Nuzlocke challenge, which I presume you know what a Nuzlocke challenge is. If you need a little bit more clarification on that, I can explain more. But yeah, so basically, I have to get all the Pokemon into the Hall of Fame, um, like individually across like tons and tons of playthroughs. For example, this Pokemon Shield playthrough is the 31st playthrough that I've done for the Foreverlocke challenge. So, that's like the long and short of it. If you're interested though, Apex Gyro, I do have a video that I made on the topic. It is over on YouTube. You can use the command in chat !explain. That will link you to the video. It's a little bit of a lengthy one, but like if you are genuinely interested in the challenge, I go into a lot more detail there. So yeah, check that out if you want to. But yeah, thanks for asking. But anyways, yeah. So Marianne here, I think I'm actually gonna utilize Toxic Spikes. I didn't realize she could tank hits so well. We learned that in the previous stream. She was able to tank a Gigantamax Duraludon hit, and that surprised me a lot. I guess the Eviolite plus the fact that Mareanie is just genuinely kind of defensive really stacks quite well, so that's pretty cool. I'm gonna try and take advantage of Marianne here in the Pokemon League, definitely. Next we have Drumroll. Drumroll here with Brick Break, Wood Hammer, Drum Beating, and Earthquake. Love Drumroll, super cool. First time I've ever used a Rillaboom, and I love it. Hey there, Star Champ, welcome, lovely to see you. Next we have Freeze, level 54 of course, Ice Shard, Brick Break, Ice Beam, and Throat Chop. Looking pretty solid there. Wish we had a stronger ice move. I think we can get Ice Punch when we get to Winden, if I'm not mistaken, so at least there's that. Hey there, Casper, welcome, welcome. Lovely, lovely to see you. Apex Gyro says, wow, the entire National Pokedex. Nice. It's going to be an interesting series. Yeah, we've been going for a little while now. I've actually been going since May of last year, so it's been quite the endeavor. We've got 74 out of 958 so far, Apex, which is that 958 number comes from all of the Pokemon, plus I'm counting the regional forms, so like Alolan and Galarian forms, for example. I'm counting those as separate Pokemon, so yeah, there you go. Apex Star says, what games have you played so far in the Foreverlocke Challenge? A lot of them. More than I can list all at once. Oh my god! Thank you for subscribing at Tier 1, Casper. I appreciate you. Subscribe to 8 months. Yeah, it's been 8 months already. That's crazy. Thank you so much, Casper. Yeah, Apex Gyro. If you're genuinely interested, if you have a Discord, I have a Foreverlocke Discord. You can use the command !Discord or click the link off my page, or one of my mods can drop the link in chat. That would be great. Yeah, you can check out there. I have everything like basically listed out in nice little like neat tables there. So if you're interested, check that out. But yeah, so Freeze here, yeah, looking good. And then Billy, doesn't really matter what Billy has. Billy just kind of hangs out. Billy's got Brave Bird, Taunt, Drill Peck, and Home Claws. There we go. Beautiful. But yeah, thank you so much for the subscription, Casper. I appreciate you. Oh, hey, Laura. Oh, man, everyone's coming out of the woodworks today. Lovely to see you all. Hey, Laura. Welcome, welcome. All right. And that is the full team recap. Yeah, everyone's looking really, really good. I am pleased. I am pleased. Ooh, wonderful, wonderful. Sounds good, Apex. All right. So, with that all said and done, we are done. We are moving. We're back from the Isle of Armor. We did that last stream. I decided to not do the Diglets and get the Alolan starter. With all I had, excuse me, with all I had going on, it was just too arduous of a task for me to do. Like while I was busy with computer shenanigans. Is this the right way? Yeah, the train station. Yeah, there we go. Oh, there's Hop. Yeah, okay, cool. Oh, hey there, Secret Boss Sauce. Welcome. Laura says, damn, level 54. I missed a lot. Yeah, no, we finished off Rhyhod last time, Laura. Well, no. We did Isle of Armor last time. We decided to stop by and quickly knock out the Isle of Armor so that we could grab the, what's it called? We wanted Cubfu. We didn't have Cubfu, and I wanted Cubfu, so we went to do that real quick. But yeah, before that, we defeated Rhyhon. That was in the stream before last. Yeah, welcome, Secret Boss Sauce. Lovely to see you. Bulbasaur, there's this guy on YouTube called Nathaniel Bandy, and he got hacked. Oh, I've heard of him. Oh, that sucks. That sucks a lot, Bulbasaur. You're pretty different from the champion in that, but your strength is genuine, as proven by the Dragon Badge you won for me. You came at me with full force with the force of a raging storm I can read, and even I was blown away. Listen, you two. Battle your way through the Champion Cup tournament to face Leon. One of you ought to. I'd reckon that I'm the favorite to win, but I'm up against my true rival Liz, so I will wring out every last thing I learned during my battle with you, Raihan, to beat her. So get a move on, Liz. The train's waiting. Laura says, I remember you getting Cubfu, but that was a long time ago. That was for our Urshifu slot, Laura. So yeah, we did get Cubfu. We actually went past that, though. We got the Cubfu evolved into Urshifu for that playthrough. So yeah, it's that was a long time ago. That was back in playthrough 15. I remember that the original Shield playthrough was playthrough number 15, and we are now on playthrough 31. So it's been a minute. It has been a minute since we got that previous Cubfu. Isn't that crazy how it works? Time is crazy. Hey there, Yumi. Welcome, welcome. Lovely to see you. All right. So here we are. We pop out the train station. Yumi says, sorry I'm late. Distracted by figuring out ideas for silly Yu-Gi-Oh! Custom pack. Ooh, fun. That's fun, though. That's fun, though, Yumi. No worries, no worries. You can show up whenever you feel like, girl. Casper says, I'll be doing a lurky lurk cause sleepy. Oh, no problem, Casper. I appreciate you stopping by and especially subscribing. That's so nice of you. I hope you have a good lurky lurk and a good sleepy sleep. Laura says, but I remember you receiving one in this playthrough. I mean, to be fair, it was a while ago. I don't know how much you've been aware of it, Laura, but I did actually have some major, like, technological hurdles. I was actually off stream for, like, 2 extra days this week that I didn't want to be off, so that could be why. That could be why you remember it being a while ago. Yumi says, can't spoil what the pack is. It's a surprise for Star Champ later. Ooh, Star Champ, you better wait with bated breath. Ooh, no. Stay away, Cubshoe. We technically get an encounter here. I think we can get a Snom, if I remember right. Hold on, let me pull up my encounter table here real fast. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Encounter planner. Route 10. Let's see. We can get near the train station. Yeah, we can get Snom, but I think it's in the grass. Yeah. I think it's like something that like appears randomly in the grass near the train station. Well, let's try for it at least. Right, we have Rhydon, and we have Rhyperior, so we're good on that one. Apex says, I've joined the Discord, I'll read the rules later if you don't mind. Yeah, no worries. You will have to click the little button if you want to have access to the rest of the Discord. But as long as you actually read the rules, I don't mind if you just click the button real quick, Apex. No worries. SBS is probably going to be more quiet today. I'm getting some old clothes together to donate. No worries. Donating clothes is always a good thing, SBS. Certain says, yay, sorry, I was silent. I'm actually trying to mod stuff. There's a lot. Ooh, yeah, fair enough. I don't mind people just kind of hanging out and doing other things while they're while they're watching the stream. I just appreciate you guys being here. So, thanks very much. Yeah, we're gonna try for the Snom, Yumi. We're gonna try. No guarantees, but I'm gonna try for the Snom. I would really like one. We do not have either Snom or Frostmoth. I Love Bulbasaur has answered the question of the day. Today's question of the day is, let me pull it up real fast. Which Pokemon game would you want to have DLC that doesn't already have DLC? Yeah, so that's a pretty cool question. Bulbasaur has answered probably Let's Go. The DLC could include the Fire Red and Leaf Green post game and evolve the 151 into their Johto evolution. That would be awesome, Bulbasaur. I will say that would make that game infinitely more enjoyable for me if, yeah, you did have access to all the Fire Red Leaf Green content. And then, yeah, like, at the very least, if they don't want to include, like, all the Pokemon, like, at least, like, the evolutions for Pokemon that got evolutions would be really nice. Like, can we have, like, Sylveon? Can we have, like, what's it called? Freaking... nope. Okay, Vanillish. I'm pretty sure we don't have that, so I think I actually do have to catch this. Or just skip it entirely. That might be what we wind up doing. I think we lost our Vanillish. Yeah, we did. So I would have to catch this. I'm going to skip it. I'm going to save it for Gen 5, I think. SPS says, Let's Go didn't have DLC. No, it did not. Surprisingly, yeah. It's weird that it didn't, because it was Prime for it, but no, it did not have any DLC. Apex says, do you have Legends Arceus? I do, yes. I have it, and I beat it, and it was great. It was great. It's it's going to be joining the Foreverlocke challenge eventually, as soon as it gets support for Pokemon Home. But yeah, I do have Legends Arceus, and I love it, and I played the hell out of it for like 2 months straight. In my own time, I mean. SPS says, what the hell is that game? I know, right? Yeah, Let's Go's weird. Ooh, actually, hold on. I was gonna say, oh yeah, I can hit you with Dark, but no, you're a Fairy type now, aren't you? Let me... Guess I'll just go out to drumroll. Yumi says, what counts as DLC? Do you count the free updates to Legends Arceus? I wouldn't count... No. Well, first, I think I was more so talking about mainline anyways, Yumi, so I wouldn't count New Snap there. And then also, Legends Arceus wasn't really DLC, it was just kind of an update, like everyone got that. It was more of like just a patch than anything else. It wasn't really DLC, so I would count it as no, I would say that you could answer Legends Arceus for question of the day, I think. Bonk. Hey, that'll work. Larissa's question today, none, because I'm a fan of DLC. I'm not a fan of DLC unless it's free. Fair enough, Laura. That is valid. That is very valid. And he says, what can we count as DLC? Frankly, the only like actual DLC we've had is the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra. So like, basically any other mainline Pokemon game is fair game. Let me just heal up, drumroll, just to be safe. So yeah, no encounter for this area, unfortunately, but that's okay. We'll work past it. like I said, I'm trying to save a lot of like the previous gen Pokemon for their previous gen games. So we'll get there when we get there. Oh, that's obnoxious, Bulbasaur. That's super obnoxious. I hope that he can get his channel back soon. I mean, the fact that I've heard of him means he's probably big enough that YouTube will probably work with him on that, but that's incredibly obnoxious. Okay, Steelix, jeez. Alright, probably want to switch. It's crazy not having any, like, really, like, usable water types. Okay, let me go out to... I guess I'll go out to Drumroll again. I don't really have a whole lot of great options for a Steelix. SBS says you should get King of Fighters. They have a free DLC mode and character coming in April. Play that, and then tell me if it changes your mind. Says SBS. I mean, DLC is kind of a different beast when it comes to fighting games. SBS. I mean, DLC time is like the best time for a fighting game, frankly, because it's like it's your last chance to get the characters that you really, really want, or like a character that could like completely change the game for you. That's what happened to me in Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, actually. My main came with DLC. I made Corrin in Super Smash Bros. So that character came to Super Smash Bros. For Wii U with the like one of the later DLCs too, and it completely like I did okay in Smash before that, but once I got oh my gosh, Pingu subscribed! Thank you so much, Pingu. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. You're so nice. But yeah, so I like Corrin in Smash Brothers, and I'm glad that she came later, and it changed the game for me. Okay, cool. So let's see here. Yeah, thank you for subscribing for Prime. They've subscribed for 4 months of 1 month streak. Thank you so much, Pingu. Drum roll, please. Indeed. yes. Enjoy. Here, I'll give you a drum roll. I'll give you a drum roll there, Pingu. There he is. There you go. There's your drum roll. That's funny. Apex says, so paid add-ons to the game that release separately after the production and sale of the game that may or may not have specialized Pokemon. I think that's a DLC. Yeah, that's basically like the gist of it, Apex. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, Mudsdale. Perfect. We can handle that. SBS says, for context, the King of Fighters 15 DLC is straight up a send to the infamous SNK boss syndrome, in which the CPU input reads you all the way to hell and back. Oh, yeah, the whole, like, yeah, the computer knows exactly what you're going to do before you do it. Yeah, I get ya. I totally get ya on that one. That's really cool, SBS. Laura says, what's KO? King of Fighters is a fighting game, Laura. Claire says, wait, you mean Corrin 2 is side of Soulmates? Ha! Is that what you think, Star Champ? I do main Corrin, yes, I do. Corrin is best grill. And yeah, no, I play female Corrin, to be clear. Male Corrin can die on a fire. Okay, let's go. Yeah, I probably do want to be fighting all the trainers. Let me heal up Drumroll again. Drumroll took a lot of damage there. Apex says, I would probably want Kanto to have DLC. Would you want like Let's Go to have DLC, Apex, or would you like actual like quote unquote proper Kanto? Would you want to have seen like a post, you know, a like pre DLC existing DLC pack for Fire Red or something? That'd be kind of funny. Pingu says, I was trying to figure out who to sub to with my Prime and just went, oh shit, yeah, the Poke Nerd. Yeah, it's true. Here I am. Here I am. I appreciate it, Pingu. I appreciate you you doing that for me. That's so nice of you. SBS says, it's okay if you don't know what KOF is. It only recently came back within 14 a few years ago. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it was kind of AWOL for a long time there, huh, SBS? Apex says, specifically, Let's Go with Mega. I think there is Mega Evolutions in Let's Go, but it's only for Gen 1 Pokemon. I think. I could be wrong about that. I didn't really do a whole lot of Let's Go. I basically played through that game one time and then just kind of put it down. I think there is actually Mega Evolutions. For the Kanto, like Beedrill has the Mega Evolution, Alakazam, a couple others. But I don't know how you actually get the Mega Evolutions, though, to be honest. Okay, Weavile. I'm gonna go into my Weavile. Yeah, let's do that. Sarah says, but yeah, agreed. Girl Corn has pink. She's best. My second main in Mega Man. I main the like default female Corn. That's my main. She's my favorite. Apex says we didn't get much of a story after X and Y, but Kanto should be interesting. Yeah, no, it would be interesting to see what they could do. I mean, that's kind of honestly part of why Fire Red and Leaf Green are such cool games. One of my favorites. The whole, like, they just added extra content to Kanto's story, and that's freaking rad. They even added, like, a tie-in event into the events of Gold and Silver with the whole, like, Rocket HQ and, like, the characters that are implied to be Archer and Ariana. That's, like, rad. That's so cool. Okay, Clay Doll's coming out. Let's go into drumroll. Ooh, we're getting a lot of drumroll today. SBS says, yeah, the company was basically all but done. Then the success of both King of Fighters 14 and Samurai Shodown essentially brought the company back. That's awesome. That's, I mean, yeah, way to... lucky you, huh, SBS? I know that you're a big fan of that series, so yeah, yay! Pingu says, where's the good friends to the end of all good friends? The dapperest of all Kirby kind. The underboss of Mod Mafia, Dapper Kirby gone to. He's just not here yet. To answer your very dramatic statement in the most mundane way possible, Pingu, Dapper Kirby is just not here yet. I'm sure he'll be here later. He usually wakes up a little bit later before he goes to work. Yeah, he usually pops in for a little bit just before he goes to work, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's either still asleep or is gonna come later. Okay, yeah, let's fight this guy. I think we're good. Oh god, I'm so like paranoid about my team today. Please give me something Ly Midnight can fight. I've left Ly Midnight out on purpose, and you're just not doing it for me. SBS says, honestly, I'm happy for them, because I love Terry, and SNK is the underdog fighting game company. Heck yeah, SBS. I mean, that is very pleasing. It's always nice to see the underdog get some time in the limelight. Oh yeah, SBS, since you are into fighting games, though, I was curious. How do you feel about that new Street Fighter logo? I saw the internet was all up in arms about that not too long ago, and I'm curious. Switch out to Hal. SBS is my reaction. I get it. I get it. That was atrocious. And then I think I remember reading somewhere that it turns out that it was like it was stolen anyway. So not only was it like incredibly low effort, like incredibly low effort Street Fighter logo, but also it's not even theirs. they stole it from someone else. That's hilarious. If that's true, I guess I shouldn't just say it with confidence like that if I don't know for certain. But if that is true that they did like straight up gank that logo, that's hilarious. Alright, we're doing good. Okay, Flygon, huh? Okay. Let's go out into Freeze. Pingus says maybe he went to work at Nintendo America. Oh, yeah. Yeah, maybe Dapper Kirby just won't be in chat anymore because he actually got a job as the literal Kirby in the new Kirby game that just came out. So yeah, he just won't be in chat anymore. Yeah, no, he's busy being a playable video game character. I jest. He'll be back, I'm sure. Alright, Flygon goes right down. Not too shabby. SPS says that entire game looks like the end of a stylized Capcom as a whole. The next Street Fighter is going to be more realistic with the RE engine, is basically signifying the end of my favorite era of Capcom. That is unfortunate. I feel like Capcom is totally missing the mark on that too, SBS. Like, did they not learn anything with the whole Mega Man debacle about like... Or not Mega Man, No, it was Mega Man. Because they were going to try and make a really realistic, gritty-looking Mega Man, and then everyone hated that idea. and then they just, yeah, they were like, oh, no, never mind. Just kidding. You think that they would learn. You think they would learn. Get your shit together, Capcom. Give me Ace Attorney 7 while you're at it. Anyways. Pinky says the new Street Fighter logo is literally a carbon copy of the logos for NFC. It does like have that like a very similar energy to Pingu. Yeah, I totally know what you mean. It's yeah, it's not what you want to be doing right now, Capcom. I assure you. And plus, like the Street Fighter logo they've been using for the last while is like kind of iconic. Like it's literally It's literally they use the S and F from the like regular Street Fighter logo as the symbol in Smash for Ryu and Ken. Like, it's that iconic. Don't change iconic things, Capcom. Jeez, I shouldn't have to tell them that either. You should not have to tell a video game company to not change things that people love about their games. Like, just don't. Just don't. Sergeant says, yeah, I thought the logo was less stolen and more just a modified stock image they probably bought. Yeah, regardless, like, that's just ridiculous. Like, they had to go and buy someone drawing a hexagon and putting an S and F in it. Like, oh my goodness, that's ridiculous. SBS says also there's Tekken and I guess Virtua Fighter for realistic. That's true, yeah. Like like the niche is already filled, right? Like that was Street Fighter's whole rise to fame, is that it had like these really cool and interesting designs for characters. So yeah, that is unfortunate. Oh hey Maxie, welcome, 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 welcome. Lovely to see you. Sorry that you're ugh right now, but I do understand. Maxie says, I'm sick. My neighbors are being loud as fuck. This weekend sucks. Aw, I'm so sorry, Maxie. I'm so sorry. I hope you feel better. Yeah, virtual hugs all around. Virtual non-sickness-inducing hugs, of course. Well, I hope you feel better, Maxie. So it's actually I did want to mention something to you, Maxie. I've been waiting for you to pop back into my chat again. So I actually went to go watch your streams because I saw you were streaming, 2 times, and both times that I went to go and watch your streams, you coincidentally ended stream just as I got there. I felt so bad about it. I didn't say anything in your chat or anything because like you were like just winding it down, but I was just like, aw, dang it. I thought it was just like real. Aw, dang. Like it was just bad timing on my part. Like no fault of yours. But I just had to mention it next time that you popped into my chat. I just wanted to be like, I tried to go watch your streams and I couldn't. It just didn't work out in my favor. All right. Oop. All right. Let's see. Are we good? Yep, we're good. Let's go. Oh no, that sucks, Pingu. I hope that your family's doing okay. That's super lame. That's super lame. I've been very, very fortunate in that none of my immediate families, none of my immediate family members or any of the people that I live with have gotten COVID. So that's good, really good. But I know that a lot of other people aren't quite as lucky as me. So I do feel no, I didn't mean to run. I do feel bad for a lot of folks out there right now. I hope that everyone stays safe. Stay healthy. I'll have Light Midnight stay and we'll go for a dig. Oh yeah, that's true, SPS. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's basically gonna be it's gonna be Street Fighter like only. I mean, I get it. Like, it's their big seller, but it would be nice to get some of their other ones back again. It would be really, really nice. I'd love to see something out of Capcom that isn't just freaking Monster Hunter, Street Fighter, and Resident Evil. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm happy for fans of all those series and all that, but like, come on, Capcom. At least give me Ace Attorney 7. I mean, I know that Ace Attorney's gotten a little bit more love than some of its other more obscure franchises, but like, I just want it really bad. Max is probably not going to be streaming all that much anymore. Aw, I'm so sorry, Maxie. Did it just not work out for you? That's fair. That's fair. Well, if you ever do wind up streaming again, I will definitely be trying to pop in and see you. But if you don't, that's okay too. Yeah, I bet SPS. Yeah, no, I like I said, I consider myself very, very grateful that I did not catch COVID at all. At least not yet. So that's been really good for me. Granted, I also don't ever leave my house, so that'll do it. Like even before COVID, I basically never left my house. Okay, let's go to drum roll here. SBA says basically Capcom is now the Street Fighter, Monster Hunter, and Resident Evil company. I'm kind of tired of Street Fighter and Resident Evil. Yep, it's true. SBS. That basically sums it up. I was pleasantly surprised that we got the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. That was a really cool little treat from Capcom not too long ago. But like that's basically the only like anomaly on that like radar you just pointed out. Totally, Pingu, totally. Alright, there we go. SBS says you don't leave your house, Lids. Are you crazy? I'm not crazy. No, just like, I'm just sort of like I don't like leave my house unless I have something that I need. Like I don't just like go out for the sake of it. Like I'm just like, oh, I need to go get milk or whatever. So I go out and get milk, and that's the only reason that I leave my house. Other than that, I basically just stay at home and, you know, watch TV or play video games or stream, you know, that sort of thing. I'm not crazy, I promise. Don't spread rumors about me, SPS. Okay, let's put drumroll out front. Fight this next guy. I forgot how long this route is. I was thinking that it was just like a bang bang, like we just immediately get to Winden, but I guess there was a little bit more to it. I wonder how far we will actually get this stream. I was hoping to take on Leon this stream, but I guess we'll see. Because I know that we still have the whole business with Oleana and Rose and Eternatus that we got to deal with too. So it's kind of difficult. Should I risk a brick break? Maybe I shouldn't. We'll go out to freeze, then we'll brick break. That sounds good. Yeah, Pingu says leaving your house is overrated. Big agree, Pingu. Big agree. Startut says, remember when they were going to make Legends 3 and then they decided to pull the plug because they thought it wasn't going to sell despite the massive hype? I know, Capcom doesn't know how to video games. I just played Pokemon, Pingu. I agree. Yubi says, why would I leave my house? House has bed. Indeed. See, I'm surrounded by my peers here, SBS. So I'm not alone. I'm not alone here. Okay, Phalanx. Let's go into... It's just fighting, right? Go into how? Yumi says, world hard and cold, bed soft and warm. X says, I like having company and going places. Hey, there's nothing... I'm not, like, dunking on that at all. I'm actually, like, if you like going places and doing things, more power to you. I just don't. SPS says, here's something that will break your freaking mind. Sega, of all companies, is more open-minded with their IPs. Sega, they're okay to use the usage of their older IPs and will help finance if the developer does the majority of the heavy lifting. That's why we got Streets of Rage 4 and Panzer Dragoon remakes and the House of the Dead remakes. Oh, that's true. That's true. Way to go, Sega. Now, if you could just crack down a little harder on Sonic Team and get them to make a game that comes out at the right time, that'd be great. Thanks. SBS says, am I the only one that likes to go out and socialize? Oh god, is this what it's like to be in shock? I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but I mean, yeah, you are the weird one here, SBS, so that's just how it goes. You're hanging out with nerds. You're hanging out with nerds, SBS, so like, yeah, I mean, we don't like to go outside. Socializing people, says Yumi. I don't know if that hiss came across my mic or not. Very good stuff. Sargent says, I socialize, I just socialize online. See, yeah, exactly. That's what we're doing here, right? Yeah, so we're all good. We're all good. We're socializing right now. We're being so social and fun. Also, wait, what happened? Why didn't I psychic? Sorry, I was like reading chat. Let me try that again. No, don't let the cold take you, Maxie. No, we're all here for you. We all want to be friends and hang out and play video games together. SBS says, by the way, did you catch the first episode of the Tales VTuber show? They stuck in a few female support cast members from the new Forces game. I don't even know what the heck you're talking about, SBS. If I'm being real with you. Yumi says, my cat and my plushies give me company. Ooh, very good, very good. No, Maxie, don't die. Stay with us, Maxie. Alora says, I'm ambivert. Wait, what is an ambivert? I've never heard that word before. Yeah, no, I've never heard that word before. Let's see. Let's see. Double battle. Ugh, I hate double battles, man. Okay, let's do freeze and drumroll. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, there you go, Vexy. Nailed it. You guys are goofy. Oh, it's when you're both an extrovert and an introvert. Oh, interesting. I never heard that term before, Laura. That's fascinating. Ooh, okay. I'm a little bit nervous about that Cling Clang. I wonder if I double up on it. I'll be faster than it, right? It's a Cling Clang. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I'll double Brick Break on Cling Clang, and that should get it out of here. Oh, yeah, yeah. We didn't even need it. We didn't even need it. We're good. We're good. Starship says, ambiverts are nerds who thrive at parties. Ooh. I mean, that's one way to put it, I suppose. Maxie says, the freaking bigot from my work got me sick. Oh, that's so lame, Maxie. That's like that's the like, if you know where it came from and you got sick because of it, that's like actually the worst. I'm so sorry. I hope you feel better soon. Make sure you drink lots of water. Always drink lots of water when you're sick. It like actually like helps more than you realize. Or maybe I'm just a shy extrovert. Aren't those like what's the word? Like antonym? That's the one that where the two words mean the opposite thing. That's funny. Oh god, another steel type, really? Oh no. Okay, hold on. I don't think I can do the earthquake thing anymore. So I used to be able to do like the earthquake, you know, like just float over the earthquake and just hit both things. But I can't do that anymore because I don't have Charizard anymore. I'm nervous about steel types. Let me go. I will go for a Brick Break on... Oh, no. I will go for a Brick Break on Togedemaru, but I'm probably going to switch Freeze out real fast. I'm also nervous about flying. This is a predicament. A predicament and a half. Let me go out to how, I guess. There's no reason that won't work. You can't control me, Liz. Okay, fine. I'm just trying to be friendly and nice. No, I'm just trying. Okay, I'll just stop. Rude. Sarah says, Laura, I mean, do you find it exhausting to be alone for long periods of time then? Yeah, I guess that's a pretty good tell. That's a pretty good tell. Oh god, I need more coffee. I have not had enough this morning. Okay. So, all we have to deal with... Oh, man, now I could actually go with Freeze, but... I guess I could just double up and hope for the best. I could do neutral electric as well. Go with that. So that will work. Hurricane. Oh god. Oh god, okay, we switching. I did not think you had something that powerful. Oh my god. I just got so nervous there. I would have been so pissed. I would have been so incredibly pissed. Okay, let me switch out. I mean, I think we'll be okay regardless. I'll swap to Freeze, and then I'll also go for a Thunderbolt. I should knock out the Noivern before it becomes any sort of problem. I don't know what just happened. Oh god. Okay, it was just faster. Okay, got it. I was like, wait, what? I forgot Noivern is fast, but we're good. We're good. That was a little spooky for a second there, but we're in good shape here. Yeah, we should be more than adequate for the Pokemon League though going forward. I think we'll be in good shape here. Okay, very nice. This is Winden here, right? This is the end. God, I hope so. No more trainers, please. No more. I think that's it. I think we're in good shape here. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Winden. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. Made our way through Route 10. Very nice. She says, yeah, Laura's likely a shy extrovert, which I knew a quiet extrovert. She liked to be around people, didn't like to talk. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. Extrovert doesn't necessarily have anything to do with your ability to talk. It just means you'd like to be around other people, right? Is that correct? I don't know. I guess I shouldn't say things with such confidence that I don't know enough about. Fair enough, Maxie. Fair enough. Okay, very cool. All right, Winden City. This is the place where I become a legend at last. You've got it, don't you, mate? After all, I'm about to become the new champion of the Galar region. That's it. I'm headed straight for Winden Stadium. Don't waste too much time, Lids. You should head there yourself. Alright, I'm going to hit up the Pokemon Center and grab, like, full restores and stuff. I don't think I have any yet. That is probably a good idea. And then once we have that, I believe it's going to be time. We're going to be jumping into the good stuff. Jumping into the Pokemon League, the proper. That'll be really nice. Heck yeah, Maxie. Yeah, you just do whatever makes you happy, girl. That's the important part. Laura says, which makes it harder, especially when all my friends are introverts and have a hard time making friends with strangers IRL. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough, Laura. That is a little bit rough. I'm actually going to get some quick balls here. That will potentially be helpful for, what's it called? The Crown Tundra when we get there. Hoping that we get there. But yeah, so full restores. I want a bunch of those. Like, a lot. Let's go with, like, 50. We have so much money, so we should be good. We will go with... Let's get some max potions as well. Like, 30 of them. we are totally good on cash, so I'm not even worried. I'll grab, like, just 10. So we're at 15. That'll be good. That should be plenty. And then full heals are always nice to have as well, so let's get, like, 17. Okay, that should be good. SBS says I posted the image in Discord. Ooh, I'll take a quick peek there, SBS. Take a quick peek. It's just a little image. Oh, cool. Oh, that's awesome. the Tails stream. Yeah, with Sonic. I think I actually have heard about that now that I think about it. That's cool. That's cool, SBS. I like it. I'll have to look more into that. Okay, so let's head over to the what's it called? The stinking stadium. Larry says, yeah, it's tough when my boyfriend is an introvert. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Well, I mean, at least you guys could spend time together and just kind of have a good time together. But yeah, I understand. Conversation is important. Sarge says, yeah, most of us nerds tend to be introverts just because more of us throw ourselves in nerdy endeavors to recharge, like games and comics. It's true. It's true. I don't know what I didn't actually heal, but I should do that. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know what I would consider myself. I mean, I feel like introvert is more accurate, but like at the same time, I'm not like I don't struggle to like converse with people when I need to. I just don't seek it out. I don't know. I'm not huge on labels in general, so it doesn't really matter. But like, I don't really care to like put a label on it. But like, I guess I am curious on like what I would be like just if you had to give it a title. All right, very cool. Now let's do the thing. Hey there, ball guy. Hey there, thanks for rolling by and have a chat with your mate, the ball guy. What you got for me? The dream ball. Some different Pokemon makes it easier to catch ball Pokemon when they're asleep. Oh, cool. Very, very cool. Alright, here we go. That's correct. We've been watching your performance over the gym challenge. This is just a formality, of course, but I'll need to check your gym badges, if you don't mind. But we could make it somehow. Somehow I didn't think that he'd just take being disqualified lying down, you know what I mean? I guess it is what it is. Come on, we should head to the locker room. Sergeant says, I think you might be an ambivert, Libs. You seem to kind of regain energy in both situations. Yeah, it's weird. It is kind of weird, yeah. I do, like, enjoy social activity with people in, like, a, what's the phrase? Like a, controlled, like, amount, if that makes sense. Like, I don't like to, like, just go out all the time, all day, every day, or anything like that. But, like, I do enjoy controlled social contact. So that's interesting in its own way. But in any case... let's make sure we're ready. I think we're good. We got all of our held items. We should be good. I'm gonna... What is the first match against... I want to say it's against Marnie. I'm gonna lead with Marianne, and we're gonna try for the whole toxic spike strategy. I think that'll be good. Time for the semifinals. I'm very curious about who will win the four. Very cool. Very cool. All right, let's go. Here we go, you guys. We're doing it. SBS says, man, shit really sucks in this region where the whole energy crisis they're going. I know, right? Yeah. Meanwhile, they've got these like gigantic electric bulletin boards. There's not even actually a crisis in Galar, is the funny part. It's Rose is worried about the future when there might be a crisis. There's not even actually a problem right now. It's so silly. All right, Marty, let's go. But the truth is that when all's said and done, I really want to become the champion for myself. So don't take it personal when I kick your butt. Alright, let's go, Marnie. Let's go. Did I hear my name? Yeah, we have a Marini named Marianne. It's true. It's true. Sergeant says, as with Maxi, extroverted nerds are rare, but they're becoming less and less rare as more acceptance of like as people become more accepting and of everyone goes up. Yeah, totally. SBS says, couldn't you just Dynamax any electric Pokemon and then problem solve? You know, you would think so. You would think so. Alright, let's get some spikes up real fast. Nasty Plot. Doesn't that raise special attack? You're a physical attacker. Yeah, that's silly. Oh, you have Snarl. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so we got our spikes up. We should be good to go ahead and switch. We'll want to go into, let's go into Freeze. I don't see any reason why that wouldn't be okay. Go into Freeze and we'll go for a Brick Break. Got the pressure. Go for another Nasty Plot. Fair. Alright, and Brick Break. Ooh, she's just really going for those nasty plots. Bonk. There we go. I know she does have a Toxicroaks, which won't be affected by the Toxic Spikes, but everything else will be in really good shape here. Going to drum roll for this one. Sergeant says, alright, I made a prediction / poll. Ooh, interesting, Sergeant. I'm not sure what the context is for that, but I'm curious. Maxie is a nerd queen, y'all. Heck yeah, Maxie. Yubi says, what's it plotting? Good question. Live in the brick break, fair enough. Oh, you shed your skin. Okay, I was like, where would it go? But that's okay. That's okay. It's OnlyFans content, it says SBS. LOL. Very silly. Not gonna happen, Scrafty, I'm sorry. Just get on out of here, my friend. There you go. I'm a little bit confused on what you've got going on there, Starcham. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Okay, Toxicroak is coming out, so yeah. Let's go into... That's the one we want Raichu for, yes. One shot, the Psychic should one shot, easy. Easy time. Oh, my Toxic Spikes disappeared. I thought those just stayed there. Did they just disappear on their own? I didn't know that. Shows what I know about competitive Pokemon. Morpeko, Darken Electric. Let's go into Freeze. Okay, we got them pressure. Under pressure. Alright, Brick Break. Bonk. Okay, Grim Snarl is coming out. That's very dark. That's a weird one. Very dark. I guess just drum roll. Drum roll's a pretty good catch-all. I'm a little bit nervous though, because it's gonna Gigantamax. I thought everyone cheers backing me up. I didn't read all of what it said. It goes by too quickly. SBS says, by the way, Liz, are you interested in reading comics? Potentially. Admittedly, I've got a lot on my plate as of late. I'm trying to, like, do so many freaking, like, just activities in general. But theoretically, yes, SBS. I am very interested in comics in general. Particularly, I think I mentioned before, I really like DC. So I would love to get into DC Comics, but it's quite the endeavor. Oh, okay. So, all right. I was curious. Yeah, what was going on with that? So, so you set up a poll on the chat. Interesting, Starchamp. I didn't know you could do that. I'll have to look more into that. That's fascinating. Okay, so yeah, she's probably gonna Dynamax. So let me. I guess I'll go for Max Knuckle here and get the attack raise. Marnie's theme is a bop, though, Yumi. I agree. Ooh, popcorn chips. Next, we got popcorn chips. Sounds tasty. Yumi says, I love her theme. It's the one I choose for the battle tower and online battles. It's pretty good, yeah. It's not my favorite. It's, like, alright. It is really good, to be clear. I like Bades more. I like Bades. I'm into, like, stupid techno electronic music, so, yeah, I like Bades the most. Oh, that's cool, Starchamp. That's cool. Yeah, I'll have to look more into the specifics of that. Yeah, that's awesome. I do not like Gigantamax Grimmsnarl. I never have. Okay, we get a little bit of attack. Max Starfall. Okay, how much does that do? We tanking it. We tanking it. They're called popcorners. Ooh, tasty, Maxie. Very tasty. Alright, let's go for a Max Overgrowth. Easy, easy day. Ooh, Astro City. Okay, cool, cool. Yeah, I'll look into it, SPS. The one other thing about comics is kind of hard is just like finding them. But yeah, I'll definitely look into it. Absolutely. But there we go, you guys. Marty goes down. Round 1 of the semifinals, finished off with no problems. No, Marianne, you have to stay a little baby. A little baby. Everyone in the stadium was watching us daring all that. I heard them cheering for me and my Pokemon. It was nice. I may have lost, but at least we drove the audience wild. Guess that's not so bad. Think I'll join my brother in the stands and we'll watch from the sidelines to see who ends up challenging the champion. So, just so you know, I still haven't decided if I'm gonna cheer for you. See ya! See you later, Marnie. Thanks for being here, girl. SBS says, I don't know if I can dig Gigantamax Grimmsnarl, especially it's just a monster with hair doubling as an exoskeleton. That's something I decided as a kid. It's like, I don't know, it kind of gets away from what makes Grimmsnarl cool. I like that Grimmsnarl is basically like the, you know, medieval fantasy, like, orc trope. I think that's awesome, because, like, the whole gimmick with his line is that, you know, it starts as goblins and then kind of becomes an orc at the end. And that's really cool. I wish they would have just gone orkier with it, you know, like just give it like big teeth and like make it all muscly and cool. I'd like making it like really sleek and like, I don't know, like noble looking, just not the direction I would have preferred they take for it. Oh, that's right, it heals you between matches in this. I forgot about that. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna be taking on Hop. I think he leads with, I want to say he leads with Double again. So I'm gonna go out with that with Rillaboom out front so that we can smack it with the Brick Break. Alright, let's go! Hop looks like a dork in his clothes. Then again, so do I, so I can't say much, but Hop especially looks like a dork in his league clothes. I just had this sort of flashback, you know. Remember, back when we were still in Postwick, we got our Pokemon from Lee that day. I never would have dreamed that I'd end up standing here, facing you of all people. But it's time I finish what I started that day. Got it? The one who will become champion is me. Yeah, totally, SBS. I get you, yeah. Point is, Gigantamax Grimmsnarl could have been better. Missed opportunity if I've ever seen one. Though, to be clear, I do like that line. I actually don't like Grimmsnarl that much. It's okay, but I love Impidimp. I love how stupid Impidimp looks. It, like, just, whenever I see it, it just makes me smile. I just love how silly he looks. I don't know if that's an unpopular opinion or not. I don't know how people feel about Impidimp. Cheap. Okay, he go bonk. Yeah, we are admittedly a little higher level than we probably should be, but you know what? We take it. We take it. SBS says, I was not a fan. Not the worst, but not the best. Yeah, I understand that. I just love his stupid, like, he's got the stupid tongue. I like his little dumb wings. I don't know. It's something about him is very appealing. Oh, Corviknight. Oops, I meant to switch. I did not mean to stay in. Oopsie doodle. Well, we can predict that he's probably going to go for a flying move. So we'll swap into Hal. Sartin says, Impidimp gives me major Impmon vibes. They're similar. They're similar. they're both mischievous imp-like creatures with imp in their name, so it checks out. You want to talk about things I love, though. Impmon from Digimon. I love Impmon. Impmon and Beelzemon are, like, my favorite thing, like, basically ever. I love Beelzemon. Different fandom, but I am a huge Digimon fan, in case folks didn't know that. I adore Digimon. And Beelzemon, top tier Digimon. Sorry, I just bumped the mic. Top tier Digimon. I adore that Digimon. See, Corviknight living. Probably gonna go for full restore. Yep, there it is. Bonk. We're all the way back up to full with that leftovers, I think. Oh, not quite, not quite. Swagger? Oh, that's annoying. Come on, finish it off, Raichu. I know you want to. Dang it. Oh, it was too much damage. That was too much stinking damage. Alright, I think I'll just full restore here. Get rid of the confusion. Hopefully it doesn't go for another swagger. Starting says Impmon is great. I like Beelzemon's size, especially when he gets the motorcycle. Oh yeah, the motorcycle. So see, that's the thing about me is like if it's like stupid and edgy, like over the top, like you know, think of like the most stereotypical like cool guy things. It usually appeals to me. It's why I like Shadow the Hedgehog so much, to be honest. And yeah, so like the fact that Beelzemon is just this absolute edgelord with revolvers and a motorcycle and big stupid goth shoes and just he's so cool. That's how you really make a design that appeals to me. Yeah, just make it incredibly edgy and over the top, like cool guy. I do enjoy it quite a bit. Alright, Corviknight goes down. Very good. Okay, next is Snorlax. Let's go with... I guess Drumroll. Yeah, Drumroll will be good. SPS says, so if Charizard carried a revolver, it'd be, you know, it would do a lot for me, SPS. I'll be real with you. I do love a good revolver. That's kind of a leftover of me being a huge Metal Gear fan, and I loved Revolver Ocelot. He was like one of my favorites growing up. So yeah, I love revolvers. Give something a gun, like something silly. Give it a gun and make it do silly things with the gun. It's usually pretty appealing to me. Once again, like that's kind of the reason that Shadow the Hedgehog just ticks all the boxes for me. Is I like how stupidly over the top he is. A character that was designed after my own heart. Ooh, Snorlax goes down in one hit. Oh, okay, I was gonna say that had to have been a crit. Crazy. Oh, hey there, Miss Trashbin. Welcome. They say, does that mean that Deputymon is the best Digimon? Deputymon is hilarious, Miss Trashbin. I love Deputymon, especially in the anime where they give him a very stereotypical like cowboy western voice. Oh, it's so funny. For those who don't know, Deputymon is literally just a walking, talking revolver with a cowboy hat. It's great. It's truly fantastic. I didn't see what he's sending out. Pink Urchin? Oh, we can fight that. That's fine. In fact, we have Earthquake, so that'll work out very well for us. Starton says, you would love the anti-hero super I made as a teen, literally called Edgelord, and used a sword and has an eye patch with and leather. Oh, yeah. No, I probably would have loved it. I probably would have loved it, Star Champ. SBS says, if you gave Pokemon guns, maybe Christians wouldn't have gone after it as hard as they did. I mean, it's true, it's true. SBS says, Liz, I think you need to see Digimon Ghost Game. What is this Digimon Ghost Game? I've never even heard of that. Intellion. Okay, we stay in. We stay in. He's probably going to Dynamax that, right? Alright, let's go. Yep, there he goes. Starchip says, 4 kids. We're gonna censor all guns, Digimon. We have one that's literally a gun. You know, Digimon is, like, the original Digimon adventure actually kind of blows my mind in a way, because it has a lot of, like, dark stuff that, like, I don't remember who did the original. Was it, like, Saban? Saban did the dub for that? Regardless, they just left a lot of, like, stuff that, like, would normally get censored in kids anime just completely intact. Like, Matt's dad smokes. They left in the 666 summons the devil reference in the Myotismon chapter. Um, they, like, you know what I mean? Like, just straight up Devimon. like there's, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of just, like, really, like, you know, adult or mature themed or just, like, kind of, like, occult stuff that they just left completely intact in Digimon, and it kind of blows my mind they didn't censor it back in the day, because that came out at, like, the same time as, like, Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon. So it's just, like, it's kind of crazy that they didn't feel the need to, like, change any of that. Kind of wild. They didn't draw attention to it, to be clear, but, like, you know what I mean? They just kind of did it. And I appreciate it greatly, because I didn't even change, it didn't change my my perception at all growing up. I was just like, ooh, cool, Digimon. But, like, yeah, then, like, once you go back and watch it, it's just like, oh, yo, they just actually, like, referenced the devil there. That's kind of cool. I didn't catch the smoking, but yeah, the 666 blew my mind as a child. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. It's crazy. SBS is the new Digimon anime, all focused around Digimon either causing paranormal mayhem or attacking humans, inspiring rumors of some kind. Oh, that sounds awesome, SBS. Wait, is this like an actual, like, new thing? Like an official thing? That sounds wild. So there we go. Hop goes down. It's brand new. Cool. Yeah, I have to look into that. That sounds awesome. I saw that they did, like, a Digimon Adventure reboot. I heard no one talk about that. I have no idea how people felt about the Digimon Adventure remake. I'm very curious because I love Digimon. I was gonna check it out, but no one talked about it, so I have no idea if it's any good. Alright, there we go. Hop goes down. You know, even when Sonia was saying that you and me looked like we could become heroes, I never really felt like one. But you, mate, I think maybe you really could do all sorts of great things. Good on you, Lids, and Rillaboom and all the rest of your team. Sorry, Hop. Oh, it feels so bad for Hop, because his whole motivation as a character is to become champion. We just absolutely shut that down. Hello, dork.
Lids, it was incredible, brilliant, honestly. There were even tears rolling down my face before I knew it. I think that the two of you set out together from the same town, built up the greatest teams, and arrived here at this point and threw everything you had at one another. That burning desire to win, those moves filled with undefeatable passion, was battling at the very purest in every possible way, even though there were some trainers who weren't sure whether they were fit to be endorsed for the gym challenge at first.
That was you, Lee.
Well then, all the more reason. My team members and I will give everything that we've got in us to defeat our challenger, and the challenger stands before us might as well end up being you, Lids. In fact, that's precisely what I'm hoping for.
That's right, Lids. The real challenge is what's coming next, and I'm completely exhausted. I just want to head back to the hotel and rest.
Best to refill your energy stores first. Why don't you go get some dinner together?
I wouldn't say no, but you never care at all what food tastes like, Lee. A night like this deserves more than rubbish takeaway, so at least pick something good. SBS says not yet, though the dub for the Digimon Adventure remake got announced. Oh, for the Digimon Adventure remake, are they? I was gonna say, please tell me that they're bringing back the old cast. That would make me so happy. Can they please bring back the old cast? It would please me, like, to, like, no end. Challenger Lids, hey, Challenger Lids, got some time for questions? First question, you and Challenger Hop are both endorsed by the champion, making the two of you rivals in a sense, would you say? How does it feel to have defeated your rival? It was just luck that I won, yeah, just luck. Oh no, oh, it makes me sad. I want the old people back. I know that they weren't the best, the dub of Adventure is bad, like, objectively, but, like, I'm very nostalgic for it, okay? Laura Jill Miller's best Kari. Is that, to be honest, I don't know the old voice actors' names. Is that the original voice actors for Kari? There was the rival I knew he was. I didn't read the question. Thanks. Thanks for the interview. Okay, see you later, you guys. Phew, famous people sure have it rough, eh? I hope Lee gets here soon. I could eat my own arm about now. Several hours later. This is absurd. Even Lee's never this late. Something's not right. He always does what he says he'll do. As a kid, he promised me he'd become champion one day, and he did just that. He ought to be able to keep his own dinner plans. It sure got a mouth on him, huh? If you were this noisy during battle, you'd unleash a whole new level of power, you know. Oh, pack it in, Piers. I'm seriously worried here. So I don't need to see your smug mug looking like you're having a go at me, even though you act like you're giving me good advice. Judging by appearances, no wonder you lost your mate. If you're looking for the champion, I saw him heading to Rose Tower. Rose Tower? Storm says, yes, she was. She was actually the first VA's career I ever fought. Oh, that's awesome, Star Champ. Well, good on you. Good on you. I like that she was also the teacher in Digimon Tamers. I didn't know her name, but I definitely know the voice. So like, she's Mrs. Saji in the Tamers anime. That's good stuff. Yumi says she's the voice of Libby in the Ghost and Molly McGee. And Libby is the best character. I've never seen that show. I've never even heard of that show, to be honest with you, Yumi. I've never heard of it. Piers, do us a favor. Take us to Rose Tower, would you? Neither Liz nor I know the way. Jeez, what rude siblings, always so demanding of others. Though I suppose it's a real problem for me too if the finals are held up for any reason. And I don't really hate the two of you little runts. You were good enough to beat me after all. So I think I'll invite Team Yell along and we'll all have ourselves a bit of fun, shall we? Brilliant, you're the best, Piers. Let's go make a real ruckus. Sarah says, oh, and she reprised her role in Try. Oh, that's awesome. I haven't seen Try yet either. I need to go watch Try. I heard mixed things about Try, but I never did actually get around to watching it. I have seen the original Adventure and Adventure 02 in their entireties, but I have not seen Try. I need to go watch that. It looks good. The only thing I know about Try is that the 02 characters get like super shafted in Try. They get like off-screen and then they like they're implied to like get their butts kicked and then they're off screen for the whole show and then like show up for like off scene at the end or something like that, which is really funny to me. Sucks to be a Davis, Yoli, and Cody fan. Oh geez, should I have talked to Piers? Yeah, I guess so. Here, let me go back and talk to him and see what he's got to say. SPS says, by the way, did you hear they talked about the Digimon Survive It? Yeah, I did hear that. Apparently it still exists. It is not canceled. That's what I heard. It got a new trailer, I think, too. So that's good. That's good. I'm glad that it's like, being discussed at all. Sergeant says I started the Japanese Try when it first came out and then never caught up. Yeah, I want to go watch the dub. Absolutely, I want to go watch the dub. He says, I'm not a fan of the character design in Try, but I haven't watched it. Yeah, I was going to say, I saw the designs. I wasn't a huge fan of it myself, to be honest. I like the original style better. But, like, I can get past that as long as it's, good quality Digimon goodness, so. There's a Chaos route in Digimon Survive? Ooh, sounds cool. Sounds kind of cool. Yeah, no, I'm so pumped for that game. I hope it gets like a proper announcement date soon. I want to play Digimon Survive so bad. It looks perfect for me because it's got like visual novel elements that I like, but it also has like what seems to be like strategy, like Fire Emblem-esque like gameplay as well. That's super interesting to me. That's super interesting to me. I want to play that game really bad. What should we do? This isn't good, but I got this one. Lids, TBL's yelling will handle this. No, this is brilliant. I'll search around the front of the stadium. That's right, we gotta go find the stupid Macrocosmos guy. But now we should try to head to the plaza together, right? Yeah, alright. Gotta do the stupid Macrocosmos hunting minigame situation. This whole bit is so stupid. It's so stupid. I think it's this guy, isn't it? Hey, Lids, this bloke's awfully shifty, but I can't get him to turn around. Say something surprising so that he'll have no choice but to look this way. This Oleana's here.
What? Blast, I turned around, and I can't escape in that case. Time for a Pokemon battle.
They basically converted it's mostly visual novel. I mean, I'm still fine with that, SBS. I love visual novels, so yeah, I'm super into it. I'm super into it. Sergeant says Macrocosmos, does it banish Pokemon? I presume that must be a Yu-Gi-Oh reference. I'm not familiar, though. Okay, Brick Break. SBS says basically a Digimon strategy game with Shin Megami Tensei elements. Yeah. I mean, that sounds freaking rad to me. So I'm super into it. I'm definitely picking that one up as soon as it comes out. Durant. We don't have any fire. That's unfortunate. Little rats. I guess we'll go into Light Midnight. Haven't hit it for neutral ground. Persona Mon. Very nice, Star Champ. I can't believe that they made a Persona spinoff. No, let me stop. I'm gonna piss people off. Shin Megami Tensei is my favorite Persona spinoff. Let me stop. All right. SBS says I hate you all. I'm glad that someone appreciates that, even at your own detriment. He says Gloria's girlfriend cheering for. I know it is kind of sweet that she cheers for you during the fight. Very nice, very wholesome, Yumi. I agree. I didn't think about that. Dark is weak to bug, isn't it? We just don't have a whole lot of options here. I only heal up real fast. No, stop it, Durant. Okay, Iron Head. That's fine. You can keep doing that. Alright, finish it off, please, there, Light Midnight. That would be great. SPS says, that's okay, nobody thinks about Durant. I think Yumi does. I remember Yumi had a whole debacle about a Durant not too long ago when she was playing a Unova game. Night Slash. Ooh, Night Slash, huh? I'm into that. Well, then again, Throat Chop has more power. Throat Chop, the user attacks the target's throat, and the resultant suffering prevents the target from using moves that emit sound for a few turns. That's a really specific ability. But it is also stronger. Night Slash crits more often, but honestly, I think I'll hold on to Throat Chop. Starchamp says Heatmore thinks about Durant. That is true. He's got you. They've got you there, SBS. They've got you there. I love that this guy waves his fist like an angry old man who doesn't want you on his lawn. It's good stuff. Yumi says Durant is great. I have one named Quicksilver because it's in a Quick Ball. Oh, how nice. Wait, you caught something in a Quick Ball, Yumi? That's how could you do that, Yumi? That's I mean, you caught something in something that you caught a Pokemon in something that's other than a Pokeball? What? I think this might be an imposter. An imposter Yumi. I don't think it's the real Yumi here. Alright, yeah, I see him right there. Real quickly though, before we continue, I do want to go get a refill on coffee. I've only had one cup today, and I definitely need more. I'm starting to get a little bit of a caffeine headache, so I'm gonna go on standby for just a hot second here. I shall return in just a moment. Okay, I have returned. Thank you all for waiting. Let's see here. Let me catch up on chat here a little bit. Sir says I like Throat Chop more, but I'm a control player. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. You says I bred the Durant from that I got from surprise trade, and it inherited the ball. Ah, fair enough. But I don't know. I'm watching you, quote unquote, Yumi Sparkles. I don't know if this is the real Yumi or not. I'm a little bit suspicious. Starchan says on the flip side, the imposter is aware of Yumi's penchant for puns. It's true. She's got a lot of the Yumi traits, but I'm still quite skeptical. That's a very not Yumi thing to do. I'm just saying. Does he have the same team? I think he does, actually, now that I think about it. He probably has a Durant again. Oh, no, he doesn't. He has a Mawile. Okay, fair enough. Yumi Suscles. Silly, silly. Alright, we bonk the Mawile. Very nice. This is actually moving a lot quicker than I thought it would, to be honest. I thought that it was going to take us a little bit longer to, extra, we can stay in for that. I thought this was going to take us a lot longer to get through the whole Macrocosmos thing. But, it would seem that, it's not going to take nearly as long as I thought. So, we could fight the champion yet today. We'll see how it goes. Bonk. Yumi says the ball has to fit the Pokemon, otherwise standard ball. Yumi says I kind of wish there were more types of balls so I could find out which other matches each Pokemon really well. Yeah, that's fair. One that I know that matches really well, Heal Ball, Audino. Heal Ball, Audino. Audino is perfect for the Heal Ball. It's so cute. It matches colors. It fits thematically. It's perfect. Alright, and then he goes in the phone booth, right? You're way too observant, but this time I couldn't read what he said. Whatever. Whatever. Starchamp says Master Ball? Ditto. How about no, Starchamp? How about no? That feels real bad. Ooh, this is an interesting one. I guess we'll Brick Break? I'm gonna get hit with the Iron Barbs, though. Hey, very nice. Critical hit, we take it. Yumi says Master Ball is only for Venonat. What about Butterfree, Yumi? Could it also be for Butterfree? SPS says you sicken me. I understand, SPS. That is a little bit of an oof. Just a little bit. Starchamp's got you there, Yumi. Ditto can be a Venonat. Only Venonat, because the Master Ball looks like a Venonat. That's so silly. That makes me want to see a Venonat with an M on its forehead. Like it's been possessed by Bobbity or something. Dank Dragon Ball reference for you there. Seems like you've got me cornered, but I'm not gonna give up. An earful of Miss Oleana is way worse than anything you lot can do. Good luck catching me on the monorail. The M is its mouth? Oh, I see. I see. Fair enough, Yumi. And I always forget just how much they actually jammed into this, like very end section here. It's just such a bizarre... Sword Shield is such a weird game, man. It's such a weird game. No, like, I mean, I do get it, Starchamp. I do get it. Yumi says Araquanid the net ball is perfect though because water bug plus the net looks like a spider web. It's true, yeah, no, it's the perfect ball for an Araquanid, and it's also really, really good at capturing Araquanid, so it checks out. It absolutely checks out. Hey, is that Piers? Why is he doing a street performance? I think you mean a station performance. Come on, let's see if we get closer. Yeah, this guy. This guy's cool. Ooh, look at the zigzagoons, they moving. Beautiful. We got the key, Piers. We can take the monorail to Rose Tower now. Very cool. the lyricless song is shit. Yeah, no, it feels just as bad here as it did back at his gym. So yeah, I big agree on that one, SBS. All right, here we are, the Macrocosmos building, Rose Tower. So what should we do? Team Yell's gonna have their hands full holding up those big bad league staff members. They won't be catching up anytime soon. Yeah, Lids, what should we do? Let's go on ahead. Good thinking. Let's go collect Lee and get out of here. Without him, there's no champion for you to challenge at the Champion Cup. Lids, you cleared the way to Rose Tower. Now all you got to do is charge on ahead. An employee's an employee, I guess. Seems that exec lady hid the monorail key to try and impress the chairman. Chairman Rose has been keeping the champion holed up inside. Wonder what he's plotting. Times like this, when tension and passion run high, reminds me of Spikemuth in the old days. Some right wild concerts we had back then, but no encores. Wait, you're still here? You'd better get going. I'll send you some support with you, some support your way with a yell. Go on, stick around and make sure my bro doesn't do anything too crazy, right? Come back in if you need anything. Very good. Into the Rose Tower we go. I think we do a lot of double battles with Hop, right? I guess let's just make sure that Drumroll is nice and healed up real fast. Drumroll is probably a good lead, so... There we go. Alright, let's do it. Trying to blast through this as quickly as possible so we can actually get to the dang Pokemon League. I hate that they jammed all this in here right in the middle of the Pokemon League challenge. It's so asinine, but I digress. Wow, it's huge in here. What in the world is this place meant to be? Listen, Lids. Don't know if you knew this already, but I've heard Rose Tower was built on a power spot. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. When we get up to the roof and have a bit of space, we can Dynamax our Pokemon. SBS says all this European-based region and not a single Mary Poppins reference. That is kind of surprising. Yeah, that is. I guess I'm not familiar enough with European culture. Is Mary Poppins like an icon? Is any form of iconography in Europe? I would wonder about that. Obviously, we know we're in the States because it's Disney, but Disney is Disney. But yeah, I wonder how people feel about her there. Oh, another Durant. These Durants are not. I'm not a fan of the Durant situation. I don't have good counters for Durant. Do I have something that like doesn't take super effective damage from you? Just Marianne. That's not good. Okay. Well, I guess I'll just stay in and Earthquake for neutral. Iron Head, that's fine. You know, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, the bug typing actually is kind of messing with me a little bit because it covers all of Steel's other weaknesses. Miss Trashman says, the English side of my family loves Mary Poppins, but they also left Europe in the 70s. Oh, I see. Fair enough. I mean, that's just an interesting concept. Next time Laura's in chat, I'll have to ask her how she feels about Mary Poppins. SBS says, speaking of Disney, how do you feel about Lion King being a ripoff? It's interesting, right? It's that odd concept because it is such a good movie, but like, yeah, I mean, ultimately it kind of is that secretly the whole time. yeah, that's what I was thinking, Star Champ. Yeah, I don't know if Laura's still in chat or not right now, but if you are here, Laura, then please do enlighten us. Okay, did it heal us or no? Oh, Laura is still here. Cool. To be honest, I've never watched it. Oh, fair enough. Well, I guess must not be. But you have heard of it, though, right? Have you heard of Mary Poppins? Come on, let's crack on. Okay. Oh yes, of course. Okay, cool. So I mean, it's at least well known enough. Okay, but maybe perhaps not like a cultural iconography like I was proposing then. Hard to say, I suppose. What? I don't think we're at the roof yet. Why have we stopped? You two are gym challengers, aren't you? Thank you for taking part in Galar's League Gym Challenge. Yet I'm afraid that doesn't give you the right to interfere in our work. We will drive you out to protect the many subsidiary companies housed here in Rose Tower. Behold the glorious high-tech elevator of Rose Tower, able to withstand Pokemon battles. They're constructed by the subsidiary Macrocosmos Construction. SBS says, yeah, they couldn't make an American version of Kimba the White Lion, and they made the Lion King instead. Yeah, wild. Super wild. Yumi says, funny, Bug is actually super effective against 4/6 of your team, including all 3 fully evolved Pokemon. Yeah, I noticed that, Yumi. That's why I was kind of struggling a little bit with the Durant. I was like, oh no, what do I do? I don't, like, if I had a fire type attack, I might be okay, but, like, I don't, so... Earthquake, sorry, Hop. I don't care about your double. Okay, so it's a Levitate Bronzong, not a Heat-proof one. Good to know. But at least that Q font is out of here. This is that destroyed my world as a kid. I know, right? It's crazy. Oh, hey, Dapper Kirby, welcome. Dapper Kirby says, "Aw, yeah, just in time for the best plot point of the game." I know, right? Yeah. welcome. Lovely to see you. Extra sensory. Okay, that'll probably finish. Yeah, it'll finish off Hop's double. Sorry, Hop. I didn't mean to smack your double in the face with an earthquake. I mean, I did, but like I didn't. Okay, there. That's better for you. But it's Bronzong, so I guess it's a non-factor. Let's go. I actually can't hit you with any. I mean, I hit you with neutral Brick Break, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Amy says, if only you had a dual type that resisted Bug with both types and had Stab on moves super effective on Bug. Do I have that? Are you talking about my bird? Are you talking about Billy? Billy is a Borb. 2 Borb. Oh, you mean Charizard? Oh, oof. Low blow, Yumi. Low blow. I miss Cindy. That was such. I posted in the Discord what actually happened to Cindy because I did figure it out. I did figure out what actually happened. It was the freaking Obstagoon. The Obstagoon is what lowered Cindy's defense in the first place. That's how she wound up going down. Is because her defense was dropped by freaking Obstruct. and then yeah, the Skuntank followed up afterwards. So that's why that happened. I thought that was very interesting because I watched it back. I miss my Charizard. It's okay. This just means that we get to use Charizard again. We get to embrace our true modern Pokemon standards. Which trainer? Oh, it was Pierce. It was the Pierce gym battle, Yumi. Yeah, it was Pierce's Obstagoon used Obstruct. I went for a physical move and it was blocked, and then Obstruct lowers defense when you block a physical move, or a contact move rather. And yeah, so my defense went down. I killed the Obstagoon, and then he went into Skuntank. Yeah, that's what it was. Oh, you're asking Star. Got it. My bad. I didn't see Star Champ's message. Okay, we're intimidated. Fair enough. I think I might still be able to do some decent. Well, actually, I can hit the Earthquake button. Sorry, Hop. Bonk. Yeah, that'll do it. Dapper Kirby says, oh, for question of the day, Dapper Kirby says, definitely Oris. It'd be cool to get more fleshed out version of Emerald's Battle Frontier, of course. But if they just added any other region as post-game, a la Gen 2's Kanto, it'd be cool to see 3D and with Latios Flight. Yeah, heck yeah, Dapper Kirby, that'd be awesome. I mean, that's a steep DLC though. Like they could basically just charge you for a full another game at that point. But I would have loved it, honestly. Imagine, yeah, imagine flying Latias over the top of like Kanto or something. That'd be wild. That would be super wild. No, Marianne, you cannot evolve. I'm sorry. I'm curious, Laura, if you're still there. Every time I yell at Marianne to stop evolving, does it like catch you off guard? I'm just curious. He says, yeah, someone I got from Street Pass or whatever it's called. Yeah, that's cool. I love that still works. Like even now, like the whole like Oris, you could just like you could just do Street Pass to get a whole bunch of like randos in your secret base locations. That's super fun. It does throw you off, Laura. That's fun. Sorry. Well, stop evolving, Marianne. All right. More steel type. I love that they do the Splatoon stay fresh thing, or at least the girl Macrocosmos does. That's amusing to me. All right, I'm gonna smack your double again, Hop. Hope you don't mind. Deb Kirby says, "Love that this game has a beat 'em up elevator section despite being an RPG." I know, right? It is kind of funny. Ooh, easy 2-hit KO though. That's good. We got a crit on the Steelix. That's nice. Not quite enough to finish it off there, Double, but you did paralyze it. That could potentially be helpful. Bounce. Ooh, I don't like that actually. You're probably gonna do that to Drumroll. Okay, hold up. Hold up. I don't want to get bounced on. Go into Light Midnight, I guess. Reversal, very nice. Finish off the Steelix, very good, very good. Bonk. Oh yeah, we were talking about Capcom and Street Fighter earlier, Dapper Kirby. It was a fun conversation for sure. Okay, let's finish off the Stun Fisk here. Let's just go for a Night Slash. That'll do the trick. Ooh, no. Wow, you're just evolving now. Crazy. You were not evolving before. I guess I must have met the criteria finally. No, don't do it. You are just a Linoon. Thank you for the heal hop. I appreciate it. There's Oleana. Hello. Welcome to the Chairman Rose's exclusive space, here nearly 1,000 feet above Earth. So, you got through all of the special staff that I had ordered to stop you. I would expect nothing less of the trainers handpicked by the champion Leon himself. But I'm afraid it is now time for you to go home. Because I will not allow anyone to disturb the great Chairman Rose! You shall be the first, Lids! If I beat you to pieces, then the champion will have no one to battle, and will thus lose heart. In that state, he will listen to anything the chairman says. Oh, she went crazy. I love her. I love Oleana. She's so fun. She's so mad. Why are you so mad? It only evolves at night. Oh, I see. I see. So it considers it nighttime because in universe it's nighttime. Fair enough. This is a bad matchup for it. I didn't realize she led with Frost last, so let's go ahead and swap into like Midnight. Yeah, dearie. Yeah, very good stuff, Star Champ. Ugh, double team, no! I don't like that at all. Oop, yep, the double team though. The one double team is all it took for me to miss. Feels bad. SBS says her love of the chairman has made her crazy because she's a woman. That does seem to be the implication, doesn't it? I like to think she's a little bit more in depth than that, SBS, but I get it. I do get it. Devin Kirby says another great example of a cool character wasted by not enough, by not being in the game enough and having weak writing. Yeah, big agree, big agree. It is rather unfortunate. Hold on, let me heal. Let me just full restore real fast. She's immediately going with like the like cheesy strategies, double team and then burning me like the whole 9 yards. So come on, I just need to get an attack off, please. No, don't double team again. She's doing the thing. She's doing the thing that everyone makes fun of me for. No, not bag. Night Slash, please. Don't stop. Stop it with that, Oleana. Good God. And I missed. Alright. Cool. We're off to a fantastic start here. Just another double team. Cool. Come on. Please let me hit you. There we go. Not enough because of the burn. My, how cheeky to do such a thing as to hurt my Pokemon. Devin Kirby says, I think the actual lore is she grew up poor, hence the Trubbish being her oldest mon, and Rose took her in and saved her from that life. Yeah, if Twilight Wings is anything to go by, yeah, she used to be kind of a nobody, and now she's a somebody, so she's really grateful. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool in its own way. But a lot of it is stuff you kind of have to read between the lines, though. Could have used more time in the oven, frankly. I cannot believe she's doing the frickin' double team strategy on me right now. She's really gonna get max evasion. Oh my god, Oleana. Seriously, can you stop? Wow, how obnoxious. How incredibly obnoxious. I mean, I love double team, to be clear, Def Curry. It just pisses me off that it only ever works whenever the frickin' opponent uses it. I think she's at +6 now. +6 evasion. So it's gonna be rough. But like, it just makes me mad, because like, this is how it's supposed to work, where you basically always miss. Stop will-o-wisping me! That's so annoying. But it's just like, it only ever works whenever the opponent uses it. When I use it, they hit me every time. There we go, there we go. Yumi says, how obnoxious? Could you imagine using double team? So cringe, I know. Calling me out, Yumi. You guys just don't get it. You guys just don't understand. I don't have any, like, guaranteed hitting moves, so let's just keep it going. No, come on, Light Midnight, you can do it. I think her other move is probably Shadow Ball, and she can't hit me with that, so that's probably why she's only going Will-O-Wisp and Icy Wind. Speed Fell. There we go. There we go, Light Midnight. Well done, well done. Milotic, okay. That's a job for How. And then again, I probably should have done Drum Roll. I think Milotic's especially defensive, huh? Well, whatever. We're already here. Hey, not too bad. 2-hit KO. And we get the free para. That's nice. That's nice. Hey, we take it. We take it. That's to make up for that double team from earlier. Bonk. Very good. Alright, Salazzle. That one's tricky. Light Midnight, yeah, I guess. I'll use a full restore and then we'll go for a dig. I want to throw out oh, it's Lids. Are you saying that I have a harem, Star Champ? No, I wanted to send out Drumroll and just Earthquake. That probably would kill, but I think Salazzle might be faster, so probably not a good idea. Alright, all healed up. Venoshock. FPS says, unfortunately, the harem is a bunch of Audino. What do you mean, unfortunately? I mean, I don't necessarily want them to be a harem, but if I could just be surrounded by Audino, that would be great. Okay, thanks. That would be great. Okay, yeah, dig. Poison gas. Oh, I don't like that. Denver Kirby says Salazzle is just like you, Lids. Harem, girl, and also like toxic. I mean, you got me there, Denver Kirby. You got me there. That's basically just me. Oh, that's funny. I love that I just have a harem now, apparently. That's kind of amusing, but... Oh, you shush, SDS. Guys are a bunch of goofballs. Okay, Sarina. Freeze? Yeah, sure. Why not? I think I want to really quickly though. I do want to heal. I want to heal Linoon again because I think Linoon's gonna be the one I use against the Gigantamax Garbodor or Garbodor, excuse me. I said it the wrong way. Oh my god. Yeah, no, I want to have Light Midnight ready for it because I would love to use Rillaboom, but I'm not trying to take super effective poison damage, so why not? Wobbuffet. Aptly put there, Yumi. Wait, what did she use? That did a lot of damage. Hold on, I'm gonna see her use it again. Just make sure. Acrobatics. Oh, okay, that's what it was. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, got it. Let's go for Ice Beam. Drop kick. I forgot about that move. Ugh. Ugh. Attack fell as well. All right. Let me heal up. Use a max potion. Dab Kirby says the reason Stevens and Meteor Falls in Airbolt's postgame is because he couldn't handle Lid's disrespecting him by flaunting her side harem in front of him, so Lid's kicked him to the curb and took the house. It's true. It's true. I did do that. I did do that. Sorry, Steven. No, he's still my boyfriend though. We're not like broken up. We had a fight. We had a fight. Now he's got to go vent inside of a cave. He's got to go look at rocks. Makes him feel better. Sargis is true. Lids does have 2 boyfriends. That is true. That is true. Garbodor. Alright, here we go. So yeah, we got Light Midnight for that. Steven and Liz are taking a break. I haven't changed my status yet, but Steven has changed his status to it's complicated. Alright, Garbodor. Dynamax, Max Quake. Alright, let's go, Linoon. Big boy. I think I'll treat you to something truly spectacular, a Gigantamax at Rose Tower. SBS says, so Lids, who are you inviting to your Oscars party? Nobody. This is not happening. Very silly. I love Gigantamax Garbodor though, that's so funny. Alright, Max Quake. bonk. Easy to hit KO. Very nice. Ooh, we got the weak armor. Max quakes me right back. Fair enough. Yeah, it has a boat. It does. it does, in fact, have a little toy boat in it. It's very nice. Ooh, max rockfall. Okay. But we good. Light Midnight tanking it like a champion. And that was a crit. Wow. Very, very good. Very good. I guess that Eviolite really putting in some work here. Very nice. SBS says, but it's the Oscars. Don't you want to see them pretend to be socially conscious and care about what you and your social issues? Don't you want your struggle to be exploited for their benefit? I know, it's it's funny. It's funny how like basically everyone gets it at this point. Like the Oscars just out here pretending like they're not just like this really like greedy corporate like institute. Like meanwhile everyone's just like, yeah, we don't even want to really watch this anymore. This kind of sucks. So yeah, it's pretty funny. Oh, the times we live in. Startance's toy boat. It's bigger than you. I know, it is very big. Oh, that's like that's literally me. This expression is just me having to deal with my PC issues from the other day. This is just actually my face. That's really funny. No, Marianne, stop. Not Laura Sonia Marianne. This Marianne. You keep doing what you're doing, girl. No, stop, Linoon. This is inexcusable. What was I thinking? Any gym challenger who's made it this far would be no pushover. Under normal circumstances, I would never have tried to delay you further. However, all the necessary wishing stars have been collected. Do as you wish. There's nothing to be done now. Typical Lids, you and Rillaboom are unstoppable. Dabra Kirby says broke, Catwoman is too urban, woke, M&Ms are too sexy. Oh man, that's chef's kiss right there, Dabra Kirby. Thank you for that. Yumi says the only Oscar I care about is the Grouch. Very, very valid take, Yumi. I agree. Leon, we've discussed this 100 times already, and still you fail to understand what's at stake. You, who is supposed to be our champion.
I think I understand well enough. What I don't understand is why we ought to cancel tomorrow's tournament in order to solve the problem that it's 1,000 years away from affecting it.
See, just like literally Leon calling out the entire motivation behind Rose's plan. Absolutely absurd, Rose. Absolutely absurd.
What difference is one day going to make? My duty as champion isn't this madness. It's to carry out the championship match. That's what Galar wants, and what I want. It's what we've all been looking forward to for so long.
No, you don't understand. You still don't understand a thing. Look around us, Leon. Look at the Galar region stretched out before us. You know that the energy required to keep this brilliant, glittering world alive will be exhausted a millennium from now. A millennium. You guys know how long a millennium is? A millennium from now. The people of Galar today will no longer even exist. What Galar wants today hardly matters. The future is more important than just one day. We must act as quickly as we possibly can. We must take action in order to avert tragedy, so that all can look forward to a better future. Literally couldn't wait a day, so he decides to like go to jail. Absolutely absurd. I'm not gonna vent about it again because I complained about this last time we played Shield, but it's absolutely ridiculous. Rose's plan here. Democrat says Leon literally says he'll help right after the match. It's so I know. Just let him have his one match, and then he'll go help you catch Eternatus or whatever. But like, come on, man. So stupid. SBS says, honestly, the only way I'd watch the Oscars is if the Double Toasted cast do their yearly viewing of making fun of it. Fair enough, SBS. Yeah, I mean, I've never watched it, never planned to watch it, never probably would bother with. I'm not really a big movie fan in general to begin with, so it's like, it's just kind of a non-issue for me. Star Champ says, "Look, I'm all for making sure the next generation don't get shafted like ours was, but come on, Rose. I know, right? It's one day, 24 hours, not even probably. I'm sure that Leon would be willing to go and help Rose literally immediately after the match. One for the history books. You still don't understand, young champion. No, I'm going to change the course of history." Ugh, ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous. The next evening, Deborah Curry says, "At least Rose has a dad bod, so it almost makes up for his cruddy motivation." Yeah, that is true. That does go a long way. Challenger Lids, the finals will be starting shortly. I'm here to escort you to the stadium. What's all this? Did you learn your lesson yesterday? If you need another helping of Hop and his trusty Intellion, I'd be happy to give you one. No, wait, please. I'm not like the other league staff. I'm a good one, if I may say so myself. I heard about what happened yesterday. Miss Oleana can be a little extreme in her desire to assist the chairman with his goals, I'm afraid. It seems she was cultivating her own group of league staff in secret to be deployed for, well, things like that debacle last night. But you've no need to worry about today's staff. All of us are here for the right reasons. Well, that's what she says. I guess we can trust her then, yeah, Lids? Let's go. I can't wait another minute. Would you like me to show you the Wyndham Stadium? Yes, please. Let's go. Alright, now that whole Oleana debacle is taken care of, yeah, it's, we do a couple more matches, against, what, like, Nessa and Alistair, and then Bade, and then we gotta go fight Rose and do Eternatus. Yeah, I'll be curious to see how far we can get. I am curious, if we'll have time to, like, actually finish up the full champion match today. I hope so. That's kind of what I'm shooting for, but it's gonna depend, of course. SBS has a highlighted message. SBS says, you want to make this even dumber? Tekken has the exact same plot as Rose. It was actually worse there because the main character started a war to make up to wake up a god that wasn't bothering anyone so that he could stop it from awakening in who knows how many hundreds of years. So yeah, basically like kind of the same gist then. Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's pretty. I hate that kind of plots. Like we need to cause the tragedy now so that we can deal with the tragedy. Instead of just waiting for the tragedy to come up literally hundreds or thousands of years later. Absolutely absurd. Def Kirby says, on another note, it would be so funny if a hypothetical Gen 10 has the protagonist choices be two 40-year-olds with a mom and dad bod chasing the Poke Dream late into their single lives. That would actually be kind of rad in a way. Like, not necessarily that they need to have, like, you know, like mom-dad bods or anything like that, but just, like, the idea of, like, playing as, like, a full-on adult would be really, really cool. That would be a really unique spin on a Pokemon game, I have to say. Okay, so we're gonna be fighting Nessa first, I think. So drumroll is a good lead. Let's go. Gym leaders in the finals. Whoever makes it to the final bracket will win the right to challenge the champions. Are you ready to go to the locker room now? Yes, please. Dabber Kirby says no. The mom and dad bods are required. Okay, yes, sir. Sarah says, I mean, I hope I don't have to refund the tokens for another stream. Alright, let's go. Will you be heading onto the pitch? The opening ceremony should be starting soon. I'm ready. In you go. Ooh, and give them mom jeans? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, the mom jeans, the dad bods. Let's go. Body diversity, age diversity. Come on, Pokemon. Get with it.
It probably goes without saying, but hello, Galar. I'm your champion, Leon. The chairman is tied up with some business, so I hope no one minds me stepping in on his behalf in order to lead you all to the greater heights as Pokemon trainers of the Galar region. The time has come for you to battle it out, and only until the greatest challenger remains. So, on behalf of the chairman, allow me to say, let the finals matches begin!
Yay, let's go. Dapper Curry says the dichotomy between the energy of their motivation to be champ and the physical manifestation of complacency would be great. That's very intense. Oh, you do Bade first. Oh, okay, cool. Hey there, Bade. Who's that? A moment, if I may. Does anyone here even remember me? I am Bade, the challenger who was forced to withdraw from the gym challenge. Bade, he's the challenger endorsed by Chairman Rose himself. I have a score to settle with Challenger Lids here. I'm aware that this is against the rules, but I must ask nonetheless. Let me battle her. I'll stake my career as a challenger on this battle. If I lose, I'll retire from being a trainer.
What an unexpected turn of events! Former Challenger Bade has come for one final battle. We are currently debating what to do with Challenger Bade. To all of our viewers, both here in the stadium and at home in front of the telly, we ask that you please be patient.
I know this is ridiculous of me, but I had to say something. Do something. Ever since you showed up, everything I've done has gone wrong. It was Oleana who asked me to gather wishing stars for the chairman, but then the chairman himself disowned me. And then the strange old lady comes out of nowhere and drags me into boot camp on fairy-type Pokemon. Do you have any idea what I've been through? Covered in pink, dealing with quizzes and battles with fairy-type Pokemon every day? And here I am, pouring my heart out to you, but I've never lost my cool before. We've reached a decision, ladies and gentlemen. The champion himself has accepted Bade's sudden interruption. Is the champion showing his love by giving every trainer a chance to grow stronger? Or is this a trial for Challenger Lids? My will hasn't been broken yet. Alright, here we go. Challenger Bade. We face too much to quit now. We've got no choice but to win. I love Bade's theme. It's so good. He says, Bade not having Reuniclus or Gothitelle shaking my head. I know, they're not fairy types, so he had to get rid of them. Quite tragic indeed. Alright, Gardevoir. Let's see. I guess staying in with drum rolls good. Very defensively weak, so gonna hit it with a. Let's go for drum beating. Not too bad, not too bad. Psychic, okay. Ooh, good damage. Alright, finish it off. Yumi says, why can't he use a mix of Fairy and Psychic? Because that's not pink enough, Yumi. It has to be pink, and Fairy is pink. I didn't see what he's sending out. Drumroll could probably take it though. Rapidash. Okay, got it. That's Psychic and Fairy. Yeah, let me heal up real fast. Just get up to full. Dapper Kirby says, did you pick up Ice Punch for Weavile? Yeah. Oh no, I forgot, Dapper Kirby. I totally forgot to do that. Unfortunate. I don't think I can go back. I think I'm locked in. Unless it lets me like leave and go to the Pokemon Center after the Bade match, I think I'm kind of screwed on that one. Starchamp says, I don't hate these stories, mocking the ideas of those who don't want to help to better the world because they actually want to, but rather because they want to stroke their own ego. Yeah, no, I mean, like, there's potential. There's potential. Sword and Shield story just kind of suffers from, like, this very, very rushed, not very well thought out pacing. Okay, there's Hatterene. I think he does Dynamax that one. What do I wanna... Do I stay with Drumroll? I guess I can, yeah. What is this calm expression? Think you're going to win? Just gonna, yeah, just Dynamax and Max Overgrowth, I guess. SBS says they build the world first and then come up with the story dead last. I mean, if I don't know how much truth there is to that, but like if it is true, it's like you guys like they've clearly proved they can do that so much better than what they did with Sword and Shield. Dabber Kirby says they wanted Galler's story to match the London inspiration. Foggy. Very nice, Dapper Kirby. Sartain says, why does Hatterene look like 3 kids in a trench coat? Good, he does kind of look like that a little bit, actually, now that you mention it. That is funny, Starchamp. Okay, easy 2-hit KO as long as it can't do anything crazy to me. Max Flare? Why do you have that? Ugh. Okay then. Well, we're burning a turn on a max potion. Ooh, the sunlight's out now too. That's very lame. Ah, Mystical Fire. Okay, that's what it is, Yumi. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Ugh. Okay, we're gonna have to power through Dynamax, it looks like, with the max potions. Unfortunate. Do I outspeed? Are you sure I outspeed, Dapper Kirby? Because I could have speed tied. Oof. I was gonna say, Rillaboom is not traditionally very fast. So, I mean, I did hit first. Yes, I did hit first, but I don't know. Oh, is it slow? Okay. Well, I mean, Dynamax is done anyway, so let me heal and see how much Mystical Fire does. Okay. Are you guys... Oh, geez. Special attacks down. Okay, that we don't care about that. Are you guys sure I hit first? I was gonna say, like, someone in chat right now, tell me I hit first, and I will take your word for it. Because I'm really nervous here. Then again, I don't have as many good options now. Maybe I should just switch. Probably, yeah, probably won't now. Okay. Yeah, wait. Yeah, everyone's like, wait. Healing happened. Yeah, okay, cool. All right, let's switch into How. There doesn't seem to be too much difficulty with that, so let it recover too much health. Okay, got it. I'm glad that I waited then. Too passive, tisk, says Dapper Kirby. I'm sorry. I'd rather play it safe, okay? Oh, my special attack goes down. That feels bad. Sunlight faded. That's good. Sartin says I was trying to pull up base stats. Gotcha. Well, the Dynamax is done, so at least we don't have to worry about that anymore. Let's just go for some attacks here. We have lowered special attack. Should I go for a Thunder Wave? Well, I'll see how much Thunderbolt will do. Does Grassy Terrain boost that? I thought that was the one that just healed. Does it actually boost grass moves? Or am I thinking of the fairy one? Maybe it's the fairy one that I'm thinking of. Sergeant says Rillaboom has 85 speed. So that's like not terrible, but it's not great either. It heals and it boosts grass moves. Oh, okay, cool. See, I suck with the terrain moves. I can never remember how they work. Fairy weakens dragons and boosts their type. Oh, okay, cool. Why? I don't know where I'm pulling this information from. Point is, Hatterene's down, and we did it without losing anybody, so I didn't take any chances. Yay. Boom Burst. 140 power, user attacks everything around it, and the destructive power of a terrible explosive sound. 140 power, huh? I mean, that's a fun idea, but, like, frankly, it's a normal move, so, like, I don't really, that's not going to give me any good coverage, so, I will give up on Boom Burst. I couldn't win, but at least I was able to show everyone how great fairy types are. Says, as Yumi said, Hatterene is under 30. Ooh, wow, that's awful. Holy cow. Yeah, so I would have outsped, but I mean, whatever. We got it taken care of. Dapper says, see if you can leave after the battle for Ice Punch. It's the Winden Mart, by the way. Cool. Good to know, Dapper. Yeah, I will try for it if it'll let me. It sucks that I forgot, but yeah, if it'll let me, I will try and go and do that. Though I suppose with my talents, I'll be able to overtake Miss Opal in no time. The stadium is filled with voices cheering on these two young trainers. Now, Challenger Lids, please head back to the locker room so that you can rest up from that unexpected match. They might not let me. Let's see. Okay. Ooh, will it actually let me? Really? Wow, it just lets you leave? That's kind of busted. I thought it was like the Pokemon League where you like just straight up couldn't leave until it was done. That's wild. Okay, well, we're gonna go get Ice Punch real quick. That's kind of funny. That's actually kind of funny. All right, well, let's grab Ice Punch then. Yeah, huh? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Yubi. I had no idea. I guess I just never tried. There we go. Do we want any other moves? Like, damn, there's some good stuff here. Solar Blade is a TM. That's really funny. Drain Punch. Ooh, Drain Punch might be kind of good. Like that too. Why not? Miss Trashbin says, the challenger has gone for a walk. Yeah, that's kind of funny. I like the audience just like sitting there like, we paid money for this? I'm gonna take Fire Punch. I don't know if anyone can learn that, but just in case. Thunder Punch for good measure, I guess? I don't know. We have plenty of money, so why not? I'm curious if anyone gets Fire Punch just for coverage reasons. Would be very nice. But most importantly, we did get Ice Punch, so we do want to give that to... Here, let me sort. No one gets Fire Punch, feels bad, but we do have Ice Punch. Very nice. Dapper Crew said Raichu may be more physical, so Thunder Punch may not be bad. I'll take a look at the stats. I think a Lowland Raichu is special mostly, but I can look. Let's get rid of. Should I get rid of Ice Beam or Ice Shard, you guys? Which should I get rid of? The priority's nice, but I just wonder how much that's actually going to help me in the end because it's only 40 power. Humi says Drain Punch, very good. I love draining moves. Yeah, I'm actually thinking, because it's like the same power as Brick Break, if I can give someone Drain Punch, I might. That could actually be helpful. Humi says get rid of the Ice Beam. Okay, fair enough. I'll take your word for it. Okay, yeah, who can learn Drain Punch? Where is it? Drain Punch. Ooh, Rillaboom gets it. That's kind of nice. So yeah, it's the same power as Brick Break, but it heals me a little bit, so that's kind of nice. Yeah, I'll take that. I will take that. Okay, there we go. Well, that was fun. Let's go finish this up. Oh yeah, I should check Raichu. You're right, Dapper Kirby. Sorry. Let me see. Well, actually, hold on. Let me look at your stats. Raichu. Actually a better attacker. Crazy. I can get rid of Psyshock, so I don't need Psyshock really. Unless, well, I forget how Psyshock actually works. Hold on. What is the power on Psyshock? 80 power. It does physical damage. So it's based on your physical attack. So that technically Psyshock could theoretically be stronger than Psychic. I don't know if how much the 10 damage matters. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. SBS says, have I ever mentioned that I love that there's an attack called Steel Beam? That is really funny, SBS, yeah. I mean, some people would be like, oh, it's just a energy beam that, like, does steel stuff. Oh, it's not based on attack. Did I do it? Oh, it does physical damage. You're right, Dapper Kirby, my bad. So yeah, we can get rid of Side Shot. Yeah, no, Steel Beam, but it's just like a girder. That'd be really funny. Yeah, that's what it is, Dapper Kirby. You're right. Okay, in that case, yeah, we will go ahead and put Thunder Punch on Raichu. Yumi says, no, Psyshock is based on your special attack, but the opponent's defense. Got it. Well, goodbye, Psyshock. We will take the Thunder Punch instead. Okay, with that in mind, let's head on back, and yeah, we got Rillaboom out front, right? There we good. Hopefully we should be golden here. And yeah, it looks like we're doing fine on time. So yeah, I actually do legitimately think that we could potentially take on Leon today. I think it is a reasonable possibility. Okay, here we go. I did have Rillaboom out front, right? Sorry, I'm like second guessing myself now. Yeah, okay, we're good. Because it's Nessa first. I want to be ready for her. The time for waiting is over. The finals of the Champion Cup are about to begin. The two trainers to face each other in the first battle of the first round are a trainer endorsed by the champion himself, Challenger Lids. Her opponent is the Raging Wave, the master of water types, Nessa. Yumi says, remember that you had to do Eternatus stuff before Leon 2. Yeah. I think we can squeeze it all in if things go well here with the finals matches. It's possible that I might push the champion battle to tomorrow's stream, and then we'll just combine the champion battle with the what's it called, Crown Tundra stuff. But it's gonna depend. We'll see how crunched for time we are towards the end of all this. Dapper Kirby says, if you do a longer stream, then yeah, you can make Leon. The 3 league matches and the final Roses Eternatus stuff takes like an hour and a half to 2 hours. I see. Well, yeah, we'll play it by ear. I'll just see what the time's looking like once we start approaching the end here. Oh, Golisopod, of course. I forgot about you. That's unfortunate. Oh no, I'm weak to Bug. I'm weak to Bug with everything. I should have looked up her freaking stuff, huh? Oh no. Marianne resists. Yeah, I think that I'll resist because she's gonna go for the what's it called, the first impression. Marianne will resist. That will be good. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up Nessa's set. I need to never underestimate Nessa. She's really good. Let me pull up her moves. Yeah, so she's got Liquidation, First Impression, Swords Dance, and Shadow Claw. Okay, cool. The Swords Dance scares the crap out of me, to be honest. Yeah, let me go into Marianne. She went for Swords Dance? Oh no. That's not good. Okay, first, just so I'm clear, you have to use First Impression on turn 1, right? So you can't use it again. I could switch into How here and just go for a Thunder Punch, I guess, in this case, or Thunderbolt, whichever would be better against Golisopod. I am remembering First Impression, right? Correct. Okay, cool. All right, I'll go into How here then. That's her only bug move, right? First Impression. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, into How. We need to get this thing out of here. Oh wait, no, Shadow Claw. Oh no! I forgot about Shadow Claw. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Okay, went for another Swords Dance. Oh god, okay, we're fine. It's okay. I got this. Oh no. This is not good. This Golisopod is setting up. What do I do? I could go until live midnight. I know the chat comes later. It's I mean, I do outspeed, but I don't know if I one-shot, though, is the problem. Because if I don't one-shot, it is absolutely going to Shadow Claw me here. I could go into Light Midnight. You think T-Bolt one-shots Dapper Kirby? Are you positive? Are you absolutely positive, Dapper Kirby? I'll take your word for it, but you better be positive. Dapper Kirby says you're over-leveled and it has trash special defense. Okay, I'm taking your word for it. Yeah, the alternative plan would have been to send out Lilai Noon to read the Shadow Claw, and then just kind of whittle it down from there. Maybe even counter, but yeah. Okay, Thunderbolt. I'm taking your word for it. It lived. It lived. I mean, it emergency exit, so that's fine. But okay, cool. We're fine. We're fine. Yumi says, I keep forgetting how over-leveled you are. Yeah, I am a little over-leveled. Democrat says, just as planned. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. We're in good shape. We're in good shape. Ooh, Sea King's living! Paralysis. I'll still go for Thunder Punch to see if that does better. Sets up the Aqua Ring. Full Restore. Yeah, I want to see how much Thunder Punch does from full. I am curious. Enough to kill. Okay, very good. Yumi says Lightning Rod would have been funny on Sea King. It would have been funny, Yumi. I agree. Okay, Glyspot's coming back out, but I outspeed, right? But it doesn't kill. No, but it's the special defense. It does not kill, so she's probably gonna go for a full restore? First impression, you're absolutely right, Dapper Kirby. What am I talking about? Okay, back to Marianne then, I guess? Yeah, first impression priority. Yep, you're absolutely right. I'm so glad you guys are here. I'm so glad you guys are here. Could not do it without you. Okay, so bite, poison jab, poison jab. Way to go, Marianne. That's awesome. Okay, Barrascuda. Is it, Barrascuda has bad defense, right? It's, it's one of the two. It's either special defense or regular defense. I'm gonna go with Drumroll either way. Drumroll can handle it. Sergeant says Yumi's got points riding if you lose, so she wins either way. That's super cool. That's a cool concept. Okay, drum beating. But yeah, Ice Fang, that makes sense. But we're defensive, so we're good. Are you serious? Come on, man. Don't play these games with me. That's absurd. That's absurd. Okay. No. We're not playing that game, Nosa. We're not playing that game. Okay, here we go. Drum beating, please. That was dumb. That was dumb and you guys know it. I'm quite confident that both Freeze and Sleep will be back in Scarlet Violet, Yumi, so... I mean, we'll see. Maybe they won't be. Who knows? What do I know? Pelipper. Okay, that's a job for... That is a job for... Yeah, it gets frozen again. That would just be my luck, wouldn't it, SPS? Okay, yep, there's a drizzle. Dapper Kirby says, I think it'd be funny if you got flinched on the second time. That would also be very funny, yes, Dapper Kirby. Bonk. Okay, here's Dreadnought. Drumroll's kind of low. What does her Dreadnought have? Doesn't have anything that's super effective against grass, right? No, it doesn't. Okay, so yeah, I think we're good. I think I should one-shot with the Gigantamax Woodhammer. Looks like I'm down to my last Pokemon, the best one I've been saving for last. SPS says Gliscod is the best bug Pokemon. It's really cool. I agree, SPS. It's a very cool Pokemon. I mean, yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, Dapper Kirby's got you there, SPS. Charge Bug does exist, so I guess that does give Gliscod a run for its money. Charge Bug is pretty good. Bug Bus. I know, I missed the Bug Bus. Did we get a replacement Bug Bus? I can't remember right now. I think we did. Maybe not, though. I think we did. No, we did. I think we caught one in this playthrough, didn't we? I don't remember right now. Bonk. Ooh, yep, that'll do it. Sorry, Dreadnought. Very nice. Very, very nice. You had no problems handling their surging might. It's no wonder that you won. Sorry, Nessa. No, Marianne, you can't. There we go. And the winner is Lids. She's defeated Nessa during the gym challenge and now has pulled it off again. You and your Pokemon are just too much. Even with my Dynamax partner, you weathered our waves and stood firm. Now that I think about it, Sonia was saying something about how amazing you were. I wish I'd paid more attention to what she was talking about. I bet everyone in Galar got their eyes on you now. You defeated my team, so now you've got to ride the current all the way to the end. And more water puns. Now, don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. The second battle of the first round will begin shortly. Oh, double decker. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, we got double decker because it's the British version of the bug bus is a double decker. That's fun. Very, very fun. Okay, so yeah, I believe we got a free heal. We're going up against Alistair next. I mean, Light Midnight should absolutely destroy him for the most part. Let me pull up his page though real fast. Alistair. If I can remember how to spell your name ever. Okay, let's see. Champions Cup, Finals Round 2. He leads with Dusk Noir. With Thunder Punch. Okay. Okay, yeah, nothing Light Midnight shouldn't be able to handle, so let's do it. Amy says, I wish I'd paid more attention to what my girlfriend said, but I was too distracted by her presence. Ooh, very nice, Yumi. Alright. Let's go, Alistair. The boy we know far and wide is the silent school-age star. Alistair, you look well. I remember you. You were the strongest gym challenger I had. So I reckon we should battle. Oh, he's so cute. Alright, Dusk Noir to lead. We got like Midnight. Dapper Kirby says, Alistair with the hop shade. Nice. Yeah, you're the best I've ever fought. Hop in the audience, like a small tear forms in his eye. Oh, feels bad. Okay, let's go for a Night Slash. Ooh, disable. Rude. Clark says, there's a part of me that now wants to clip new Pokemon Snap with find yourself someone who loves you the way that Lids loves Audino. Very nice. Okay, so disable's kind of annoying. It has Levitate, doesn't it? That kind of screws me over there, doesn't it? Let's switch into Freeze, I guess. Oh no, Rock Tomb? I didn't think about that. Ugh. The speed fell. I think we'll still be faster though, right? Yeah, I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. Okay, there we go. Yumi says only Duskull has Levitate, Clops and Noir don't. Oh, okay, cool. Good to know, Yumi. But regardless, Freeze took care of things for us. Not too bad. Chandelure. Okay, yeah, that's a no-go. Let's see. Yeah, back out to Light Midnight. Look, Chandelure makes me nervous, though. Chandelure's good. Chandelure is a good Pokemon. Okay, good damage, good damage. Mystical Fire. I'm glad he did not go for the Willow, because that would have been annoying. Okay, special attack goes down. We don't care about that. Full restore. Okay, waste your time. Waste your time, Alistair. Alright, Chandelure is down. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Okay, Poltegeist. That's just Ghost. Poltegeist. Got Giga Drain, Shadow Ball, Protect, and Nasty Plot. We got this. We can stay in. Stay in with Light Midnight. Keep Night Slashing. Okay, Protect. Fair enough. Okay, bonked. Okay, Cursula. Cursula is running Strength, Sap, Hex, Ancient Power, and Amnesia, so that's a little bit nerve-wracking. Hopefully we can just knock it out before it becomes a problem. Hey, that'll do. That'll do it just fine. Ooh, Gengar. Here's the one. Gengar is running Sludge Bomb, Shadow Ball, Dark Pulse, and Hypnosis. Okay. I guess stay in and we can Dynamax. I think we should be okay, honestly. Granted, this Gengar is also one of the ones that screwed us over earlier in the playthrough, so we gotta be careful. Dapper says Dynamax Gengar and Linoon at not full health. Talk about deja vu. I know, yeah, it's like we've done this before. Big very big weasel. Gengar, Gigantamax, swallow everything in darkness. Hello, Gigantamax Gengar. Ugh, I don't like Gigantamax Gengar very much. Alright, Max Darkness. Hey, we one-shotting, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, Alistair goes down like an absolute chump. I will take it. I will absolutely take it. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, it looks like it did take me a little bit longer to beat Nessa and Alistair than I thought it would. We still have Raihan, of course, as well. So, how do you guys feel about a longer stream today? I'm just curious. Do you guys want me to split it up? Do you guys want me to end stream like here or like after Raihan, and then save the Eternatus and Leon fights for tomorrow's stream, or do you guys want me to just do a longer stream? I'll leave it up to you guys. If there's folks who want to stick around for longer, to try and like wrap up the main story here, I'm absolutely down for that. It's just I'm just gonna kind of play it by what you guys want. Clark says long stream. Okay, we got one vote for long stream. Let's see what else everybody has to say. Oh crumbs, that was ace. Give it your best out there. I'm mad about strong trainers. Democrat says, I'm going to have to leave in an hour for work, but I can always watch later tonight in post if you want to keep going. Okay, cool. So we got the express Dapper Kirby permission. SPS says, why did my favorite Pokemon have to become a Vor fetish fuel? Ugh, I'm not touching that one, SPS. Raihan, yeah, so we're taking on Raihan next. Okay, so I'm seeing general support for longer streams, so yeah, sure, we can do it that way. Laura says I'll have to leave soon. Fair enough, fair enough. I mean, there is, I guess, always the VOD too. Like, if you did want to like see things get wrapped up. Then again, I do underestimate how long that Eternatus thing does actually last. Because yeah, Dapper Kirby's got to leave. Laura's got to leave. I tell you what, let's finish up Raihan. Let's finish up Raihan, and then that's where we'll end off. How's that? We can finish the Eternatus and like Leon fights tomorrow. I think that'll be good. Just because I'm sure that people do want to see the big finale. So yeah, that's what we'll do. You look so sloppy out there that people are gonna think that we're both weak because we're related. You had it wrong, sis. Raihan's just that strong. But I was able to show everyone in the audience how amazing a proper battle without using Dynamax can be. Alright, I get it, but that's exactly why I want you to win. I still thought it was a brilliant battle, though. Sergeant says, fair. If you feel like it's going to be long, we can end it. Yeah, I like thinking about it, like the fact there is some people who aren't going to be able to catch the finale, and I'm sure that everybody wants to be here for the champion fight, I imagine. So, but yeah, really quickly, I am going to run to the restroom and get another refill on coffee. So I'm going to go on standby for just a second here, and then we'll try and knock out Raihan. I mean, again, this is all also assuming that we can actually get through Raihan, who's kind of scary to be honest. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I will return shortly. So yeah, I shall. Okay, I have returned. Let's see. Yeah, redeem those points for the little poll there. Yeah, Star Champ, totally. Liz gets her coffee from the restroom. That's not what I meant, and you know it, you guys. Oh my goodness. Sergi says, what? You don't have a restroom, kitchen, living room, bedroom, studio? Not that I do either. Yeah. No, I meant I went to go get coffee and also go to the restroom. My goodness, guys are a bunch of silly billies. All right, let's wrap this thing up. Let's pull up Raihan's page. What do you lead with, my friend? Um, Raihan has, let's see. He leads with Torkoal. Okay. We don't have a lot of options for fire types. It's kind of dawning on me a little bit. I think the lead. I hate that it has body press, man. Why does the Torkoal have to have body press? That's such good coverage against my like midnight. I mean, it's got drought too, I imagine. So this is kind of gonna be a struggle, you guys. This Torkoal is kind of a problem for my whole team. I guess I could lead with Marianne. It doesn't have anything for Marianne. I could set up spikes. I guess that's kind of a good idea. The only thing that the spikes wouldn't affect is his Flygon. What are the odds that he actually goes into that? Like, immediately afterwards. I guess. I could set up spikes and then go for liquidation? Yeah, you're right. It won't affect Duraludon either. But I mean, I could at least get some toxic damage down onto Goodra and Turtonator. But I guess what are the odds that he switches into them next either? I guess it's probably not worth it to set up spikes then. Should I lead with Marianne though for the Torkoal? I don't really have another option. I don't like everything else takes super effective damage one way or the other. Except for does How or maybe How doesn't. Yeah, no, How doesn't take neutral damage. How takes neutral damage, yeah. Dapper says, doesn't Torkoal have Solar Beam? Neutral damage, of course, but still Marianne can't dish out much in return. That is true, yeah. I think it has Solar Beam. I guess, yeah, maybe I just go for Raichu and just hit it for neutral Psychic. Or neutral Electric, either one. I saw a thing. I used spikes, the toxic spikes earlier, Yumi, and it like said that they like faded away. How does that work? I thought that toxic spikes just stayed out permanently. I didn't realize that they were like limited time only. Or maybe I misread that. Either way, how doesn't take any super effective damage from Torkoal. We could just hit it for neutral. Oh, poison types remove toxic spikes. I didn't know that. That's crazy. Wild. Yeah, I never knew. I literally never knew that. Crazy. Okay, well, good to know. Good to know. Yeah, okay, we'll just lead with How then. I think that'll be good. Here it is, the last match of the finals. Who will earn the right to challenge the unbeatable champion Leon? Will it be the brilliant rising star challenger Lids? Or will it be the only trainer that champion Leon calls his rival? The tamer of dragons, Raihan. Only grounded poison types. Ooh, good to know. So like Crobat wouldn't get rid of it then. That's interesting. You're really something else, kid. You made it all the way here. I guess that's why the champion himself endorsed you, yeah? Leon's my rival, and he chose you, so I've got to first prove that I'm better than you if I'm to beat him. I've reworked my whole team, and now we're all geared up for one-on-one battles. You might be thinking that you beat me once already, but if you think I'm the same Raihan you faced during the gym challenge, you'll soon regret it. I don't know how to read, you guys. Go figure. Alright, Raihan, let's go. That's drought. It gets the sunlight burning real harsh. Go for Thunder Punch. Oh yeah, you're defensive, aren't you? I should go for special attacks. Let's try Psychic. Almost. Goes for Solar Beam. And it's just going to immediately hit. Not too bad though. Yeah, we are gonna go to sleep because of Yawn. We can just full heal real fast. No big deal. Or actually, do I have any berries? I could save my full heals. Yeah, just a berry. Okay, back to square one. Back to square one. Okay, hit it with the Psychic. I forgot that Torkoal was physically defensive, so... Okay, 2-hit KO with Psychic, not bad. Okay, Lava Plume in the sunlight feels bad. That's alright though. We tank it relatively well. Okay, Torkoal is not as nearly as scary as I had thought it might be. There we go. Torkoal goes down. Very nice. Sunlight faded. Ooh, nice timing. Well, no, that was probably because the drought went away, huh? I can never remember how that frickin' move or ability works. Have I mentioned that I'm bad at Pokemon? Okay, Flygon is coming out. That is, of course, going to be a job for Freeze. God, I hope Freeze is faster, though. Flygon has... Well, it doesn't have anything super effective against Freeze, so that's actually not too bad. And Weavile's really fast anyways, so... I could Ice Shard. Do you guys think Ice Shard would kill? I am over leveled, as you guys have pointed out. Do you guys think that Ice Shard kills? I'm just curious. I'm gonna swap out to Freeze regardless, but I'm just wondering. SBS says, I keep thinking Alolan Raichu is part fairy, so design doesn't help. Yeah, I could see it being like Electric Fairy. It is not though. It is Psychic. Dev Kirby says I would Ice Punch for safety. Yeah, that's fair. Bonk. Yeah, that'll kill. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, Turtonator is coming out. How did we go in for that? Like Midnight, I guess? We could hit with Dig. Let's see, what do you have, Turtonator? Turtonator has Sunny Day, Dragon Pulse, Shell Trap, of course, and Fire Blast. Okay. Yeah, I guess this is probably the best one then. Sergeant says, I know that we went over this on an earlier stream. Flygon will go down. Oh, we talked about like the whole Ice Shard thing? Yeah, it will outspeed. I guess I am pretty over leveled, yeah. I don't know how that happened. Like I guess we just got a lot more experience than I predicted that we would get, like doing all the things that led up to this point. At least we'll be nice and on par for the champion fight. Usually you're a little bit under leveled for that fight, so that's kind of nice at least. Okay, setting up your son. I see you. Okay, yeah, you got your Shell Trap all ready for me. Let's see how much Dig does. Okay, unfortunately 3-hit KO, and we get hit by In the Sun Shell Trap. That's unfortunate. Oh, oh, that's too much damage. That was a lot of damage. Holy cow. Let me heal up. I'm glad that it didn't crit or anything crazy. Okay, you're shell trapping again, but it's gonna fail. Let's see, what can I do to... Can I do anything to, like, not get caught in the shell trap? I don't think so. I guess I could just Night Slash here, though. Dapper Kirby says, "Lol, I love that little yell you do whenever the HP's going down a bit too fast." it just comes out. I have no control. It just comes out. Okay, shell trap. Okay. I don't like it. Okay, we're good. Let me heal again. It just happens. I'm not doing it on purpose. I just get scared. Okay, sunlight faded. That's good. That'll make the shell trap do less damage. Okay, dig. Nice try, Raihan. Alright, Turtonator's down. Very good. Whew. Any critical hit there would have made me a very sad panda, but we're in good shape. Okay, Goodra is coming out. What do you have, Goodra? Goodra has Thunder, Rain Dance, Surf, and Muddy Water. Okay, cool. I can work with that. Let's just go into Freeze and just go for the straight up Ice Punch. At least I get to look at a cute Goodra. Goodra's really cute. Like, I feel like I don't talk about Goodra enough. Goodra is freaking adorable. I love it very much. Goodra might be my favorite Gen 6 mon, just straight up. Okay, Ice Punch. Oh, boom! Very good. Okay, Duraludon. Okay, I think this is going to be Drum Roll. Let me look at his moveset again. He's got Body Press, Dragon Claw, Stone Edge, and Iron Head, so nothing super effective against Drum Roll. I think we go for the Max Knuckle into the Max Quake with the plus attack. I think that'll do good. I think that'll do very good. SBS says Goodra should have been Water Dragon. I mean, I could see it. I kind of like that it's Mono Dragon, though. It's just a gooey dragon, that's all it is. Sarge says Hisui and Goodra looks much stronger. I don't like Hisui and Goodra very much. It's like, okay. The official art makes it look a lot better, but especially in-game, I'm not a big fan of its design, to be honest. Gumi is the best, though, says Yumi. Gumi is adorable. I like Goodra a little bit more, but Gumi is still adorable. No question there. Okay, so, yeah, I will go for the Max Knuckle to get the plus one attack. And then I'll go for the Max Quake to try and finish it. Thanks for the spoiler, says SBS. Oh, you shush, SBS. How many things you said in my chat? Come on. Alright. Here we go, the Duraludon. Duraludon does make me nervous. It is a very strong Pokemon, so hopefully Rillaboom's got this okay. Yeah, it went for Max Knuckle as well. It is faster, notably. Ooh, he's so defensive, though. My word. Did, like, no damage. That's very good. Very, very good. Max Knuckle, super effective. Bonk. Oh, yeah, we can finish it with the Quake. No problem. No problem at all. Max Steel Spike. That'll be stab and the +1 attack, so it'll do more, but we so defensive! Oh, Rillaboom's good, you guys. What the hell? No one told me. No one told me Rillaboom's actually really good. What the hell? This might be like the best starter. Alright, Duraludon goes down. I mean, I know I'm like over leveled, but like seriously, Rillaboom seems like kind of good though. Like all the attacks are doing much less damage than I would expect them to do to the big monkey friend. Very nice. I mean, that is true. That is true. Davocurry. I am almost 10 levels above, but like still, I still expect like Gigantamax Duraludon to do more damage. So I don't know. Starchamp has a highlighted message. Why is the building faster than the monkey? That is a very valid question, Starchamp. Pokemon logic. What can I say? Starter says, "Hey Liz, all the starters are good. Rillaboom is just one of the better ones." I mean, this is my first time ever using Rillaboom, so it's just I didn't know anything about its like stats or anything like that. But it's doing great. I am very pleased with the results of this Rillaboom. I will say. SBS says, "Have you ever clocked the overall speed of a building? It's just that fast." Beautiful SBS. Yeah, that's. I mean, no one's tracked the speed of a building, so like, you know, you know. Something to consider. Alright, the big moment's finally here, eh? I just came to cheer you on, you know? Still, it's not easy picking sides. After all, it's the showdown between my big brother and my rival. Who should I really want to win more? What? I know that's not what they were going for, but I like that Italian's just like, what? Dapper Kirby says, "Bro, I see buildings all the time, but never see monkeys in the city. Clearly one moves faster than the naked eye." It's true. Also, it only just now dawned on me that I just had my giant gorilla, like, fighting a building. Like, super epic King Kong reference there. That's pretty cool. I'm sure someone has to have drawn that, right? Like, art of, like, Rillaboom climbing up a Duraludon. Like, maybe holding Marnie or something. I'm sure that has to be a thing, right? It absolutely does. That's fun. Okay, yeah, so I'm pretty sure when I go out to the pitch, it's gonna, like, Rose is gonna, like, interrupt the broadcast or whatever, right? Pretty sure that's how this goes. Let me, I'll get through, like, the Rose cutscene and stuff like that real fast so that we can just jump right into Eternatus tomorrow. Deborah Kirby says, "Also doubles as a Godzilla versus King Kong reference." Oh, yeah, that's true.
The dead still air on the pitch, and the exact opposite from the audience cheering and yelling. They're both fantastic, wouldn't you say? But remember, the audience is also a bit cruel. They want nothing more than to see one of us lose, after all. It can fill you with fear knowing that, but I absolutely love pushing past the fear. I love giving it everything I've got as a trainer and seeing my team give everything they've got to seize another victory. It's the greatest feeling in the world, I can't get enough of it. I can feel my partners itching with anticipation inside their Pokeballs. We're going to have a real champion time. I'm the Galar Region's champion, Leon. Me and Charizard and all the rest of our team will use our knowledge and experience to crush you completely." Yeah, they really do push it to the very, very last second. Wait, hold on. Hey, look at the monitor. What's on the big screen? Yeah, literally like ready to start the match and they interrupt it so that we can finish the plot. "Hello there, Leon and Lids. Just letting you know. I think it's time I brought about the darkest day. For the sake of Galar's future, of course. But I'm in a bit of a pickle. The energy released from the darkest day is just too much for us to contain." Yeah, dude could not have waited like 15 minutes. 15 minutes to finish this match. Bro. Democrat says, I'd say who cares about Morbius, but I also just watched Pixar's Cars trilogy over the past 2 days, so clearly my opinion should be nothing. I'm not even really familiar with that movie, so, or the, what is it, Morbius? Morbius? I don't even know what it is, Morbius? I don't know. I haven't seen anything. I don't watch movies. SBS says, "Yeah, announce your big evil plan to the whole world, fucking idiot." Says SBS, yep. I mean, that's what he does. That's what he does. "I've got to see what's going on. I'm the champion. I have to go. I should have realized what the chairman intended to do before it came to this. I'll take responsibility now for fixing this mess. This is the real champion time."
Davocurry says, "I said about the darkest day," Rose said happily and casually. Yeah, I know, right? I love that he prefaces it too with like, "Just wanted to let you know, I just set off the darkest day. No big deal though." He says, but he doesn't think he's evil, does he? I mean, neither do any of the evil guys, except for maybe Giovanni, and Gets is probably. But Archie and Maxie, I think, do genuinely believe that they're doing it for like the good of Pokemon or people, respectively. SPS says, "Hey champion, you wouldn't listen to, so I brought. Hey champion, you wouldn't listen, so I brought about the apocalypse. I know, it's pretty cool." Back to the slumbering weald? That's it, Lids. I'm sure it's going to be the slumbering weald. That illusion you tried to fight off that day. It must have been one of the Pokemon that are supposed to be sleeping there. Let's go back to the slumbering weald. If we're lucky, we can find something that can help. Devakari says he doesn't. But how do you say you've created the darkest day without thinking? Yeah, I sound like a good guy. Yeah. Well, he did follow that statement with "for the good of Galar, of course." But like, it's just kind of awkward. What are you two doing here? Oh, hey Mom, it's been a while. Haven't you been watching the news at all? The tournament is off, Sonia. The chairman saw to that and to sending the entire region to a state of havoc. Huh? What? What happened while I was researching things in the slumbering weald? Well, for starters, there's a great black storm or something raging over Hammerlock Stadium. What are they calling it? The darkest day? It's thrown everything into disarray. Still, I'm sure we don't need to worry too much. The unbeatable champion will be able to take care of everything, won't he? Hold on a tick, ma'am. Did you say the darkest day? The darkest day is the name for the black storm that nearly brought the Galar region to ruin in ancient times. Sarge says, arguably Cyrus. At the very least, he's aware what he's doing is shitty to justify a good Yeah, I guess Cyrus is another one that isn't. Yeah, he knows what he's doing is wrong, but he's also doing it for like kind of like selfish reasons. Like he just wants to be alone. He just wants to be alone and not have anyone bother me. Starchip says, why are all the Pokemons hot? I know, right? I feel like they do that on purpose, just to mess with you. Democrat says the difference between Cyrus and Rose is that Cyrus isn't written to seem sympathetic and selfless. See, that's like, yeah, the main difference. Cyrus knows what he's doing is kind of shitty, but he doesn't care. So it's a lot cooler in that regard. Is it really just like gonna not give me any rain here? All that matters is that you can do what you can. You've become a fine Pokemon trainer after all. Ready for this, Lids? I wonder if you're about to head straight into a wall of fog again. Not that it'd bother us now. We've grown loads stronger, and so have our Pokemon. Going into the forest after Wooloo that day. That was the start of everything, wasn't it? A legendary beginning, really. I reckon whatever we're about to see will be pretty legendary itself. Let's head in and add another page to our tale. Alright, well, this is where we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for the day, I think. We will be able to start tomorrow. Actually, we'll be able to get a Slumbering Weald encounter at the start of stream tomorrow, presumably, if there's anything that's in the Slumbering Weald that we can actually catch. But yeah, so this is where I'm going to go ahead and cut it off then, right a little over the 3-hour mark, so that'll be pretty good. But yeah, so tomorrow's stream, we will be streaming at 11 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. So I hope you guys will come around for that. It'll be more Pokemon Shield. Starchamp has a suggestion for a raid. Yeah, sure. If there's someone you think we should raid, I'd be happy to. Yeah, just let me know. Give me their exact screen name so that I can use the raid command. But yeah, so I'll totally raid someone. Oh, Wife City! Oh, Wife City just started streaming Katamari Damacy. Very nice. Yeah, no, absolutely. Is it just wife or capital W wife space capital C City? Yeah, no, I'll totally raid them. They're very nice people. I see them in the Pixel Mavericks chat sometimes. No space. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Yumi. Yeah, no, so we'll raid Wife City. They're apparently playing Katamari Damacy, so let's go check them out. So yeah, stick around if you want to see that. But yeah, so I'll be back tomorrow with Shield. I don't know if you guys saw the schedule. I'm just gonna be doing Foreverlocke like just straight until like through the week to kind of make up for like how much I missed this week. So yeah, I hope you guys will stay tuned for that. We'll definitely be finishing up Shield probably tomorrow. We're gonna knock out the champion. We're gonna do Eternatus. We're gonna knock out the champion, and then we're going to check out the Crown Tundra. I don't know how long Crown Tundra is gonna be. I don't know if there's gonna be maybe as an additional Shield stream. I guess it depends. But in any case, we'll get there when we get there. So just come in and join us. Like I said, 11 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time tomorrow for more Shield. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Stick around if you want to watch Wife City play some Katamari Damacy. So yeah. Bye-bye, everyone!